Mm. Good. Seems like all we had is over now, and left to rest in my tears are over now. I can't leave my children die, lost it all, fell today. Mm-hmm. Sorry, no. Sorry, sorry, no. Whoa, whoa. Die, been abused. I feel so used. 'Cause of you. No. Sorry, sorry, no.
Hey, Steph.
Hi, Mom, how are ya?
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing great. What's new?
Nothing much. I'm
Uh,
just heading to work.
Good. I want to call before we start work, so I wasn't sure if you started early or late.
Now, like in 5 minutes, I
Th-
have to punch.
Thank God I called you, huh?
Yeah.
So the shift went super well.
Okay.
The guys were super happy about the croissant.
Okay.
However, I have to leave it in the fridge.
Of course.
But then people from the other shift are gonna take them.
Okay, it's okay. Who cares? You have a lot, Mama.
Okay,
You have a lot.
that's perfect because I wanted to keep it for the team, you know.
Yeah, that's
So
okay.
everything else is a okay. I had a shift yesterday; it went super well.
Okay.
I had my appointment this morning; it went super well.
Okay.
She's much more professional than the other one.
Yeah.
You tabarnouche.
Okay.
How about yourself? You doing good?
Yeah. Now I have to give.
Okay.
But do you need anything, Mama?
No, everything is okay. First of all, before you leave, General Tao, tabarnouche que c'est bon.
Mais il y a Julie encore avec des morceaux de poulet, hein?
Yeah. I had the one which is very dark.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the one I had. Oh, you didn't tell me. They're all chicken, right?
Yes.
Okay, so chicken, you have to eat it first.
There's 2 beef and 2 chicken.
Okay, so I have to eat the chicken first.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna let you guys go to work, Mama. I love you.
I love you too, Mama.
Have a nice day.
Everything is okay?
Everything is-
Any money, anything?
Everything is halal. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, Mama, yallah.
I love you. Have a nice day,
I
Ma.
love you too.
Hey,
Bye. Yeah, Mama.
Basbosa.
Mwah.
No, a real one.
Mwah.
There you go. I love you, Mom.
Okay,
Bye. Ça passe bien. Oui, que c'est bon?
Je suis dans la cuisine, j'arrive de Saint-Fruits.
Ah, pour vrai?
Ouais.
Nice. Qu'est-ce que ça achète à Savoie Fruits?
Du pain piton.
Good.
Des pâtes, des poires.
Hey, c'est quoi?
Quoi?
T'as dit Savoie Fruits, j'aurais deviné pain pito.
Ouais.
J'aurais deviné ce qui c'est moins cher là-bas, right?
Ah, ben, c'est frais. Surtout parce que c'est fermé le lundi ou mardi. Fait que le pain, il vient d'arriver ou la veille. En tout cas, il est vraiment frais.
Good. Mais je suis content que t'ailles du pain pito frais. Hey, c'est pas chaud dehors, hein?
Ben, c'est ça, mais j'ai tendu du linge en acte ce matin à 5 heures, mais pas sûr qu'il va chuter.
Je suis passé à Carignan.
Oui.
Et ça ventait à un point pas si l'entendais.
Bon.
Je t'entendais. Je suis passé au Dollarama.
OK.
J'ai donné mon CV.
Bon.
J'ai donné mon CV à une place, où est-ce qu'il s'appelle, c'est la nouvelle la place pour l'Halloween, là.
Oui.
Ça a ouvert il y a pas longtemps.
Ouais, mais c'est après moi, c'est juste.
Ouais, mais,
C'est juste temporaire, là.
papa, hein. C'est pas sa clientèle quand même, là.
Ouais.
Puis, si là-bas, ça dure un mois. Ok, exemple, ok? Exemple. Puis les 2 prochaines semaines, ben, je pense que ça me donne une chance de donner des CV quand même, là.
Ouais.
Tu comprends?
Oui.
C'est bon, ça. J'ai eu ma deuxième rencontre. Elle a même pas checké les papiers.
Bon Dieu.
Ouais, on a fait un profil psychologique. C'est quoi tes motivations à aller à l'école?
Ah.
Moi, j'ai répondu comme de quoi que, tu sais, c'est un donnant-donnant. J'ai dit, moi, faut que je sois prêt à faire l'effort d'aller chercher un diplôme si je veux avoir une job qui est d'allure.
Ah oui.
J'ai dit, n'importe qui peut faire tel job, ben, quelqu'un avec un diplôme, s'il a la job, ben, il peut se prouver plus que quelqu'un qui n'a pas le diplôme, là.
Oui.
J'ai dit, la première impression, c'est assez important. Ça te donne une bonne première impression. C'est qu'elle dit, elle, que ça avait de la misère un peu, c'est qu'elle dit, comment tu vas savoir c'est quoi la job qui t'est. Parce qu'elle elle a dit, t'as aimé l'exercice? J'ai dit, j'ai adoré. J'ai dit, par exemple, j'ai eu beaucoup de gros scores et pas beaucoup de petits scores.
T'as eu beaucoup
De gros scores.
de grosses barres.
De gros scores.
Ah, Scar, oui, oui, oui.
Puis elle dit, c'est dur de savoir qu'est-ce que t'aimes ou t'aimes moins. Peut-être elle a dit ça, toi aussi.
Ah oui, parce que tu marquais tout 4.
Ouais, mais.
5, c'est rare, mais c'est plus 4.
Ouais, j'ai marqué beaucoup de 4.
Quelques 3, mais.
Pas de 2, pas de 1.
Bon.
Mais là, quand elle a parlé de ça, elle a dit, ben, c'est dur de savoir pour moi qu'est-ce que toi tu préfères. Elle dit, est-ce que tu sais qu'est-ce que tu veux? Ben, j'ai dit, écoute, la vérité, c'est que j'ai fait plusieurs emplois. J'ai jamais repensé à aller à l'école pour un emploi.
Oui, c'est vrai.
Puis j'ai répondu la vérité, j'ai dit, pour moi, c'est dur parce que, est-ce que je suis vraiment prêt à retourner à l'école? Oui, tant qu'il y a un travail en tant que tel. Je vais pas à l'école pour aller à l'école, je vais aller à l'école pour qu'il y ait un travail après.
Ah oui.
Fait que la motivation, c'est le travail.
C'est ça le but.
Ben oui. Mais de la motivation, c'est pas l'école, la motivation, c'est le travail après.
Ah oui.
Puis c'est qu'elle avait un peu plus de misère.
Ouais, mais. On va plus surtout quand on est adulte, on va pas à l'école juste pour.
Pour le fun.
Juste pour le fun.
Et non, je le sais. Faut que ça pousse à quelque chose.
Mais il faut que ça serve à quelque chose, absolument.
Absolument. On a parlé plus de ça, puis j'ai parlé de mes motivations, c'était le fun. Et c'était vraiment le fun.
Mais là, tu n'y as pas été à matin.
J'étais là le matin.
Ah oui. Bon, c'est tout.
Non, il y en a une qui est à 10h, il y en a une qui est à 9h.
Ah, ok.
J'ai vu à 9h le matin. Et de 9 à 10. Mais elle, c'est super.
Oui, tu m'en avais dit hier.
Ouais. Super gentil. La fille est super correcte. Mais j'ai trouvé ça un petit peu dommage qu'elle a pas checké les papiers parce que j'ai quand même mis beaucoup de temps là-dedans. Là,
Ah oui.
à faire les bons choix, puis garde. Mais en même temps, elle a dit que c'est plus pour moi. C'est plus pour que je me. Que je sois. Que je comprenne c'est quoi les choix que j'ai.
Ok.
Puis c'est plus pour que je sache où les chercher.
Tu l'as-tu vu, la liste de cours qui.
Non, elle dit qu'on n'est pas rendu là encore.
Parce que là, normalement, ça commence en septembre, mais là, en septembre, on est à la fin de septembre. Là.
Mais oui. Parce que j'ai dit. En plus, j'ai essayé de sweet talk un peu, j'ai essayé de me vendre un peu. J'ai dit, j'ai beaucoup aimé le fait que j'avais des devoirs la dernière fois. Ça serait le fun d'avoir un autre devoir. Je pourrais avoir peut-être la liste des cours à suivre.
Ok.
La moitié, elle m'a dit?
Bon.
Chaque chose en son temps est mieux.
Bon.
J'ai dit, ok. Parce que, aussi, qu'est-ce que j'ai peur, là, c'est qu'elle va me dire, bon, ben, regarde, t'es prêt à prendre un cours. On a 1 heure ensemble, puis il faut choisir son cours, là.
D'après moi, ils veulent juste passer leur temps, puis c'est tout.
Papa, hein? Je peux-tu être honnête avec toi? La première fille, là, ça fait comme 3 mois que je la vois, là. On a fait le tour, je pense.
Ça n'a pas donné grand-chose.
On a fait le tour, je pense.
C'est quand elle elle est là juste pour avoir sa paye, puis elle est vraiment intéressée. Hein? Parce qu'entre-temps, tu ne travailles pas, là.
Mais je sais ça. Imagine.
Tu as des paiements à faire. Tu ne pas si c'est tes parents, puis tu n'as pas aucune dépense, là.
C'est exactement. Exactement. En plus, c'est pas. Comment je te dirais bien ça? C'est pas un concept qui est hors du commun, là. C'est un commun qui est assez. C'est très simple d'apprendre, là. J'ai des factures à payer. Pas moi, il croit que j'habite chez mes parents, je sais pas. Hey, 3 mois à aller voir une fille, là, sans avoir de résultat, là. J'ai pas travaillé pendant ces 3 mois-là, là. Tu penses quoi?
Bon, moi, c'est oui, quelque chose à faire, ça l'aurait déjà fait.
Penses-tu sincèrement, sois honnête, dans la vie de tous les jours, là, dans tes voisins, dans peu importe, là, prends une personne normale, là. Il y en a combien dans la gang qui ont assez d'argent pour survivre 3 mois sans travailler? Hey, il y en a qui des familles parlent, là.
Ah oui.
C'est pas facile, là. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'elle pense. Puis en plus, qu'est-ce qu'elle me dit? Je te le jure, ma parole, elle me dit, tu sais que nous, on est payé parce que si on a des clients, c'est ça qui nous paye. Elle m'a dit ça.
Elle t'a dit, c'est notre client, c'est...
Non, elle a dit, quand on a des clients, c'est ça qui paye.
OK.
Fait que, dans le fond, tu me dis que t'es motivé par le client en tant que tel. Puis le plus longtemps que tu gardes le client, le plus ça te paye. Le plus vite que tu le places, le moins que tu t'es payé. C'est ça que tu me dis, là.
C'est ça.
C'est pas correct en affaire, là. C'est pas sincère. Mais bon, l'autre, par exemple, ça va beaucoup mieux. L'autre, après 21 ans qu'elle est là, tu sais, elle a vraiment un salaire stable, position X. Parce qu'elle, on perd pas beaucoup de temps, là. Fait que c'est mieux. Mais bon, qu'est-ce que je fasse? C'est dur de dire, garde, je veux des résultats, sinon je m'en vais, là.
Ouais.
Mais bon.
T'as pas eu de nouvelles de ton bien-être non plus.
Non, j'ai rien eu. J'ai pas eu de nouvelles.
C'est sûr que...
Mais en même temps, la fois qu'ils m'ont refusé, ils m'ont quand même appelé.
Oui.
Fait que si j'aurais des mauvaises nouvelles, pour moi, c'est plus. C'est plus les mauvaises nouvelles qui vont t'appeler vite. Les bonnes nouvelles, ça va prendre plus de temps. Il y a sûrement des étapes.
Parce que là, ils ont pris la peine d'appeler ta propriétaire.
Oui.
La première fois, là.
Je m'en rappelle plus, sincèrement. Je m'en rappelle plus. Mais en tout cas, regarde. Je vais pas trop mettre de pression, pas. L'important, c'est qu'on est bien. L'important, c'est que ça va bien. Le reste, en temps et lieu, hein?
Ouais.
C'est bon, ton émission, c'est bon, stats?
Bon. C'est une fois par semaine. Puis, dans le fond, j'aime mieux. Il y a une autre émission qu'on écoute, je l'aime mieux.
C'est quoi, c'est la émission, là? C'est quoi? C'est indéfendable?
Ouais, industrie.
Je sais pas, c'est. Est-ce que t'as vu hier, non?
Ouais, c'est parce que on les enregistre. Il y en a
Ah.
des fois qui se passent les deux en même temps. Fait que là,
Aïe.
c'est sûr qu'on peut pas écouter les deux en même temps.
Puis après, il y a des soirs, t'as fuck all.
Fait que.
Mais c'est toujours ça. Soit t'as le soir que t'as trop.
Quand on les enregistre, ben après, on la regarde, puis là, quand ce qu'on est libre.
C'est soit t'as un soir, t'as trop, soit t'as un soir, t'as rien.
Ah, mais c'est quand on en a d'enregistrer, c'est là qu'on.
Oui, il faut que tu rationnes ça, là. Mais c'est quoi notre émission que tu me parlais? C'est indéfendable. Mais c'est ça que tu m'as dit hier.
Indétectable.
Oh mon Dieu.
Indétectable.
Saint-Seigneur.
Oui.
Tu parles d'un autre, là.
Là.
Là, ça revient pas, Chacal, là?
Mais là, vu qu'on l'a vu, il apparaît pas.
Ah, shit. Il est délité après. Qu'est-ce qui arrive avec Chacal, là?
Ah, ben, moi, j'ai vu la première saison.
OK?
Fait que, est-ce qu'ils ont peut-être pas sorti encore la deuxième saison?
Ah. Mais ça prend plus de temps, là.
Puis il y a une autre émission, c'est Montrouge.
OK.
L'autre, c'est Docteur Fétaudier, ça se passe sur un bateau.
OK.
Fait que,
L'avais-tu pris, toi? Voyage vers l'Ouest?
Voyage dans l'Ouest?
Vers l'Ouest.
Non.
Ça, c'est bon, parce que c'est l'émission, là. Il fait semblant qu'ils étaient des colonisateurs. Tu sais, quand on fait le voyage là, de France jusqu'à Québec là, pour coloniser, là,
Oui.
on fait semblant qu'ils faisaient ça. Des habitants. D'habitude, dans le temps, il n'y avait aucune technologie.
Alors?
C'est des achats un bateau qui faisaient le voyage.
OK.
Ça, c'est bon maudit. Parce que c'est historique, puis il y avait plein de travaux parce qu'il y avait des poulets. Puis ils disent, bon, mais qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On le tue pour manger ou on attend pour les œufs?
OK. Ah.
Ça, c'était vraiment bien. Sauf que là, ça n'a pas marché. Pourquoi ça n'a pas marché?
Non.
Parce que les candidats se sont plaints, il fallait qu'ils travaillent.
Travail?
Les candidats
Oui.
se sont plaints à quel point c'est dur de faire marcher un bateau. Mais ouais, mais tu vas sur un bateau, tu penses qu'il est arrivé.
Ah. Ça, c'est anti-gang.
Anti-gang.
Anti-gang. Anti-gang, G-A-N-G.
Oui, j'avais compris. Anti-gang.
Patrice, ouais, ben c'est... Ça, c'est mieux, ça, que...
Je l'ai vu, ça. Ouais, c'est Patrice Bélanger?
Oui.
Patrice Lagacé, pardon.
Parce qu'il va pas le gâter.
Tu iras voir sur
Il
ici.
est grand, là, puis...
Tu iras voir sur ici Télé. C'est gratuit.
Ben, regarde, nous, on enregistre. Il y a l'anti-gang, c'est indéfendable, puis l'autre que je...
Patrice Robitaille.
Je t'ai dit tantôt.
Hello.
Hein?
Patrice Robitaille.
Oui, c'est ça.
Puis tu sais qui joue là-dedans? La fille de Marc Labrèche.
Oui.
Et pas là, toute une. L'autre, c'est quoi? C'est quoi l'autre? C'est indéfendable?
C'est indéfendable, oui.
Fondable. Tu peux. Ah, ben ça, c'est la TVA, ça, je peux pas le voir pas. Ah, lui aussi, il est populaire. Lui aussi, c'est que. C'est. Oh, tabarnouche. Ça a l'air bien fait, ça. C'est bon, ça?
C'est des émissions qui...
De chez nous.
Ça t'écoute.
Au moins, c'est de chez nous, ça.
En passant, il y a quelqu'un qui a pris ton vélo.
Oh, pour vrai?
Ça l'est mis au chemin.
Ok.
Même le contrôle pour changer la vitesse, là,
Oui.
en haut, à côté de la poignée,
Ouais.
il était brisé aussi.
Oh!
Ah ouais, regarde, ce vélo-là, il n'y avait rien à faire avec. Là.
Mais tu me l'as pas dit, ça?
La carcasse en métal était bonne.
Ben oui.
Mais tout le reste,
Oh, mais c'est pas qu'est-ce que j'ai regardé? Tu penses que j'ai regardé la carcasse ou tu penses que j'ai regardé le reste? J'ai regardé la carcasse.
j'ai mis garde. Avant de te dire qu'il n'y avait rien à faire avec, j'ai fait le
Non, non, j'apprécie ça, j'apprécie. Mais pour être le Mican, au chemin.
Fait que je l'ai mis au chemin hier, parce que aujourd'hui, la poubelle.
Ok, il est arrivé dans la poubelle, sinon.
Fait qu'il y a quelqu'un qui...
Tu l'as pris hier soir.
Dans la maison, il s'est venu sonner à ma porte.
Oh! Qu'est-ce qu'il dit?
Il m'a demandé si le vélo, il était à donner. Il était à la poubelle, mais j'ai dit, je te dis, il y a des vrais affaires après, là.
Qu'est-ce qu'il dit?
Il est préparé.
Ok. Ben, c'est quoi, pas? C'est quoi? Tu veux-tu rire?
Après moi, il a fait exactement comme toi.
Ben, exactement.
Il a mis le frein.
Ouais, oui. Ah, ben, le frame est de qualité, mon homme, là. Qualité quelque chose, là.
Et le reste, par contre, je pense
Ouais, mais c'est ça, je le dis pas.
qu'il a poigné.
C'est ça que j'allais dire. J'allais dire. Après avoir vu, puis il va retrouver à la maison, puis il va mettre dans le chemin encore. Puis ce qui va arriver après?
Ah ouais.
Une quarantaine de personnes va le prendre.
Il va le mettre au chemin aussi. Regarde, il y a trop d'ouvrages pour qu'est-ce que ça vaut.
Je sais pas, mais en même temps, tu sais, l'espoir, ça fait vivre pas mal, là.
Fait que, il a pas été le job là au chemin.
Ben, moi non plus. Là, tu me disais, oh, ben, je sais pas comment ça fait. Puis là, tu me dis, ouais, mais là, il est tout rouillé. Pour moi, il était au chemin pendant longtemps. Non, non, il est pas. Et non, regarde, ça n'a pas pris tard, voir que le gars le prenne, là. Puis, papa, moi, j'ai pogné en avant du Starbucks, ça passe plus que par chez toi, là.
Ah oui.
Non, je te dis, il n'a pas été pris. Mais tu penses qu'il va prendre un air, il va prendre un nœud?
Ben, quand il va l'examiner quelque chose,
Tout palais.
il fait le tour.
Hein?
Déjà, en partant, le flat.
Mais la vitesse, je ne savais pas, la vitesse, c'est dangereux, par exemple. C'est dangereux.
Mais les cordes pour les freins, frein et le câble pour changer la vitesse. Toutes les câbles sont toutes à refaire.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Le truc pour que ton gate chaîne en bas, il est tout croche. Puis à la poignée, qu'est-ce qu'il y a pour changer la vitesse? C'est plus aussi.
Tabarnouche.
Ah non, regarde. Ça aurait été juste le flat, ça m'avait dit, puis tout le reste aurait été bon. Ça m'avait dit, bon, avec un frein. Mais il était très lourd aussi.
Ouais. Mais l'autre, le mien, il est lourd aussi, là, à cause de la batterie, là.
Oh, mais c'est pas.
Oh, papa, je rappelle dans 2 secondes, je reçois un appel de. Oh, merci. Merci. Mais il est moins qu'on fasse un peu de l'autre, lui. Don't blink, kiss your blink. Welcome to Commentary Show. Everything well because I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious on this glorious 24th September 25. I wanted to play a little bit of Fortnite, so here we go. We have a busy day, so it's not gonna be a long stream. But I was gonna call my father and my mom. My mom, she's working now, so I called her before. They called my father, so I said, you know what? I might as well play. So I'm gonna call my father, and then we're gonna be playing for like an hour. If I feel like playing.
Oui.
Oui, je suis désolé de passer. De la Ramon m'a appelé.
Ah, parfait.
Non, pas parfait. Il m'a appelé pour un sondage.
Ah,
Ils ont eu mon numéro de téléphone, ils s'en servent pour les.
ah shit. C'est sérieux.
Ben.
Mais il sait qu'il.
Oui, non. Je te dis pas que. Non, je te dis
Il a
pas qu'il.
poussé.
Non, je te dis pas qu'il cherche pas. Je te dis que j'ai reçu un appel pour un sondage.
Ah,
Tu sais qu'il y a mon numéro dans le système.
ok.
Ça veut pas dire qu'il cherche pas, là. Je te dis juste que c'est un peu bizarre, un peu étrange.
Ouais.
Un peu beaucoup, on s'entend-tu là-dessus?
Hein?
Un peu beaucoup? Puis en plus, question de culot de dire,
Non.
veuillez répondre à quelques questions pendant que vous attendez. Fait que j'ai répondu à 4-5 questions, là, c'est des produits, les connaissances des produits.
Méchant tactique.
Ouais. Mais tu sais, ça pas là, ça vaut de l'argent, ça vaut du cash.
Ah oui.
Le monde, le monde, il va acheter des. Ils vont acheter des numéros de téléphone et des emails.
Oui.
Enfin, la promotion. S'il y en a un dans la gang qui a fait quelque chose, t'es déjà un de gagné. Fait que tu disais pour le vélo, mais la carcasse était vraiment bonne, c'est ça qui porte à confusion.
Oui.
Comment ça peut avoir une pièce qui est de conditions excellentes et le reste c'est de la merde? Hey, ton frein, là, c'est dangereux ça.
Ben, les freins, c'est ça. Si les freins ne marchent pas, parce que là, les freins ne marchaient pas dans le temps. Là.
Je sais, mais c'est pas tout le monde qui aurait fait le test pour le frein là. Imagine t'es en bas d'une pente.
Alors,
Ça peut être extrêmement dangereux.
façon, il faut qu'ils réparent le flat. Puis en réparant le flat, il faut qu'ils remettent les freins. Fait
Ouais,
qu'on va le voir tout de suite.
Mais je pense que le flat, je pense que c'est le moins. Le problème qui est le plus facile à résoudre.
En tout cas, il va le voir.
Les freins, est-ce que c'est facile à réparer?
Ben, c'est facile à... Ça dépend si c'est juste à tout petit trop savoir, mais si
Pas le plus par les freins.
en tout cas, moi, je l'ai plus. Il s'arrange pas avec ses problèmes.
Mais c'est jamais surpris que tu l'as mis hier, puis quelqu'un qui l'a pris hier. Tu vois,
Non,
bonus.
mais je sors toujours la poubelle le mercredi soir.
Ok.
Parce que je ne sais pas le lendemain matin à quelle heure que le camion passe.
Ok. Mais toi, il la met dans le camion? Ou tu mets au chemin pour donner?
Non, mais je l'ai mis à côté de la poubelle.
Ok. As-tu mis un petit
Comme ça,
message?
les gens pouvaient le voir.
As-tu mis un petit message?
Hein?
As-tu mis un petit message?
Si je l'ai mis?
Un petit message.
Non.
Ok.
Ben, c'est peut-être pour ça qu'il est venu sonner à la porte.
Sûrement. Tu devais être surpris. Quand il a demandé, je peux-tu le prendre, qu'est-ce que ça dit?
Quand tu peux, là, c'est en train de laver. Mes lunettes, ils étaient toutes sales.
Y'a pas de problème, papa, y'a pas de stress.
OK.
J'ai dit, quand il t'a demandé de le prendre, comment t'as réagi?
Non, je savais qu'il y a plein de scrapmen qui passent.
Ouais.
Et je pensais, j'ai dit, c'est sûrement quelqu'un avec
Un scrapman.
avec un camion qui ramasse la scrap.
Oui, un trailer, quelque chose.
Ben, regarde, le frère Martin, c'est ça qu'il fait.
Le frère à Martine.
C'est ça.
Hein? Pedro?
Oui.
T'as dit le frère Martin?
Le frère à Martine.
Ouais. Il sait ce qu'il fait. Il fait du cash, là.
Ah oui.
Il doit pas faire une tonne, mais regarde, c'est sur la table, ça, je pense.
Il y a des fois qu'il en fait pas mal, oui.
T'sais. Mais il faut qu'il le fasse. Il faut que tu saches ce que tu fais. Il faut que tu saches quelle pièce qui vaut la peine. Puis les pièces qui vaut plus, ils vont moins la peine que qu'est-ce que ça vaut.
Depuis le nombre d'années qu'il fait ça, il sait exactement qu'est-ce qui est payant et qu'est-ce qui ne l'est pas.
Puis en plus, il y a certains métaux qui sont plus précieux. Là. Regarde c'est quoi le.
Le cuivre.
Ouais, ben c'est ça, la tuyauterie, là, c'est un cuivre, hein?
Le cuivre, l'aluminium.
Pour que le monde, il loue un appartement. Il paye pour le mois. Il y en a tous les tuyaux de cuivre. C'est quand même un profit, là.
Ouais.
C'est en tout cas. Mais regarde, au moins le gars l'a pris. Puis tu penses qu'il va faire comme moi? Et il l'a vu, puis il a dit, bon, mais regarde, c'est du cash, ça.
Ouais.
Mais au pire.
Non, lui, c'est pas quelqu'un
qui est scrapman.
Non, c'est ça.
Mais regarde, au pire, il l'utilise, puis tant que quelqu'un l'utilise, on s'en fout, c'est qui l'utilise, au moins qu'il sert à quelque chose. Si ça peut aider quelqu'un, ça peut aider quelqu'un.
Ouais.
Fait que c'est bon. Fait que, regarde, c'est des bonnes nouvelles, ça. Au moins, ça va pouvoir servir. Ça m'a fait un peu de peine quand tu m'as dit, il est scrap. Mais j'ai dit, c'est dommage.
Bien sûr.
Parce que c'est quand la dernière fois que t'as vu un vélo au chemin. Ça fait un méchant bout, là.
Il y en a tout le temps.
Ah oui?
Des
vélos?
Oui.
Pas sûr.
Il y en a que ça fait longtemps que ça traîne dehors, puis
Ah ouais.
à un moment donné, c'est une puis
Ok. Bon, ben regarde, c'est que Oui, c'est super. Je suis content que tu vas bien.
Oui.
Puis, quoi que ce soit, tu m'appelles, ok?
C'est bon?
Bye, passe une bonne journée. Merci pour
Ok,
tout.
bye bye. Pas de problème, bye.
Bye. I didn't know they added rail to Fortnite. That is kind of cool. That is super duper cool. Like I said, I'm gonna be playing for like an hour. I like calling my father. He's a good person. He's a good man. He is a good man. Whoa, whoa. Damn, I feel good. Now what we're gonna do is upload a video. I found a bike. And we wanted to make sure that there was a way of saving it or not. And the answer was yes, there was. Which is kind of cool, I gotta say. I'm in a good mood today. We had an appointment with the government. It went really well. Really, really, really well. Talk about a lot of things, but now it's just like it's such a weight on the shoulder. And it's such a heavy load of information at the same time that I do feel bad for her because it's a lot, right? But at the same time, I think that's good. This is... Thanks for the follow, Blackheart. Thank you so much for the follow. So sorry. Thank you so much. I love your stream. I'd love to be a regular support. Mine and me on Discord. I would love that, but I don't have Discord, friend. I am so sorry. I don't use Discord. I don't, not because I say it's not a good platform, but I just don't use it. So, yeah. But hey, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's super kind of you. So like I was saying, we went to the government. It was nice. It was nice. It was really nice. It was very constructive. I'm in the break. This is some cake. I actually like the skin. Birthday cake. Birthday cake. Birthday cake. Birthday cake. There you go. Boom, baby. Just gonna put something in the background that can focus. Yeah, constantly need to be stimulated in the background. I look around me, no I seem to see.
Strikes left and right, but they refuse to just lay down and take it. And they put the pressure on
Nice.
DSP to contact YouTube, which DSP would spend a segment from his level 1 podcast describing how he argued with a bot in chat and never resolved the issue.
Oh, yeah.
It
I
was
want to read
nice,
an email
it was
from.
nice.
This is hilarious. I gotta read this. By the way,
It's
we're
just
going
a
on
lot,
Jade
you know,
is
you
today.
don't talk
Good to see you,
about
Yoshino.
your
Good to see you today.
problem,
She's
you
actually
don't
doing
talk
despite all these performance
Then
issues.
you do when it's like,
So,
especially like,
I just
oh my
thought,
God.
alright, I just thought you'd get a good laugh out of this. So on Tuesday, when I received those false copyright strikes against Kira on DSP Gaming, okay, I wrote a lengthy email to the legal address at YouTube. There's an actual legal email address you can write an email to. If you thought the YouTube chat system was
My favorite
bad,
weapon.
if you thought
My
simply
favorite
accused the
weapon?
YouTube chat being a bot, I don't believe it's a bot. I believe it's a bunch of people in an office somewhere who are
shit.
literally
Yeah.
trained to get form letter responses based on a checklist that they have, and that they like copy and paste phrases they say. I don't think it's a bot at all. Because, for example,
Nice.
when I was talking with this person on Tuesday about the false copyright
Nice.
strikes,
Love
they
this.
got very frustrated with me. Because essentially I kept telling them their help is not sufficient. They didn't like that. They got upset with me. I'm like, well, that's too bad. Maybe you didn't get another job if you don't like being told that what you're doing is completely insufficient to help anybody. I wrote them an incredibly lengthy email. This email detailed how I am being impersonated all over YouTube, and all these false copyright strikes are hitting other people's channels. I provided them with examples of the YouTube channels that have been suspended or taken down as a result of someone impersonating me. I gave them concrete evidence of videos that were taken down in my
Don't let you
name,
hear.
all right, that should not have been taken down.
Then I explained to them, because of their inability to take action, although I notified them via the YouTube chat and their Twitter account, I'm now
Today,
getting false
we're
strikes
doing
against
a
me in
TikTok live,
retaliation.
so what
I
we'll
listed
do
the false strikes against me.
is
Okay,
we're
I listed, so
gonna-
basically, this email I wrote them was very lengthy and very detailed.
It's
It had
pistachio,
tons of
it's
information in it to explain the entire situation. And basically, I said to them, listen, I just got off of the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat has told me that I need to get a lawyer and have my lawyer contact you, and essentially, it's going to become a lawsuit. Okay, and I said, I don't want to be involved in litigation. I would much rather just talk directly with you and this legal department I'm emailing, and we can talk and figure this out amongst ourselves. We don't need to have court proceedings. We don't need to have money and time involved. We don't want to get dragged into bullshit. Let's just deal with this together, and get it done. Here's the response I received. I'm not shitting you, all right? The first paragraph says, it's the most generic email ever. It literally talks about every single possible thing that could go wrong with your channel. Listen to this. If your channel, this is all it says. Hello. If your video or channel has been removed due to copyright infringement, visit the YouTube Copyright Center. If the YouTube community flagged your video or channel as inappropriate, flagged content is not automatically taken down by a system. It is manually reviewed and blah, 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 blah. Now, wait a minute. I didn't even talk about a flagging system or what are they talking about, right? Please take some time to learn about our guidelines by clicking here. If you feel that anything has been done wrong against your channel, click here to appeal it. Literally, it's a form-letter email. They didn't read my email at all. So I'm going to archive that as well. Because remember, as I told you guys, I'm in the process of working with a lawyer. And if it comes to it, which I don't want it to come to it, but if it comes to it, and, any litigation ends up eventually happening, I have all this evidence to show I did everything I could within my power to try to get some kind of response or resolution or help from YouTube, and they have ignored me at every now it's 2 roughly hour-long conversations with the YouTube support chat. I reached out to the YouTube creators' Twitter, they ignored me, they never responded, and now the legal email as well.
I still think that we have this mission to
they just don't care. Okay, so at this point, my hands are tied. There's nothing else I can really do, right? What else can I do? I've done every possible avenue. And they're not responding. If I end up ever going to court for any of this, which it might happen at this point, we'll see. And I'm probably going to need help legally with fees and things like that. Okay, but you can well bet that I'll be seeking out, what do they call it, reimbursement for any legal fees involved from those who refuse to help.
The director is not satisfied with that, put the pressure up more and told DSP that if someone is using his name to strike other channels, he can get involved and that this is his fault for half-assing him talking to YouTube, as they believe that he could talk to a partner manager from YouTube directly and let them know what was going on. DSP feeling that he decided to do a special video where he would show his strike list after saying he never strikes anyone. During this video, he accidentally showed that he did intentionally strike Super Crazy and caused the termination of Dark Dave's Mirror and Raw DSP, along with This Is How You Don't Play creators. He would only show his partial list and only from DSP Gaming, as he had multiple channels he could have done the striking from.
Over the past 2-3 years, I've been falsely accused of issuing copyright takedowns against people that I did not do. And I've had enough of it. I've outright told you guys a million times it's not me doing it. I don't condone that at all. In fact, I'm staunchly against it. I don't want anyone doing copyright takedowns.
We're drinking
nor do I do them. All right? I know that the videos made about me, the restreams made about me, as malicious as they may be and as slanderous or defamatory as you may consider them, they're okay under fair use law. That's why I don't do anything about them. One thing that's always been said is Phil's a liar. He actually claims all of our videos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here you are. I'm here to prove my innocence because I've had enough. This is going to confirm everything that I have told you. And here's what I've told you. I did not claim anyone's videos. The very few videos I've ever claimed were direct rips and re-uploads of my content with no transformative work attached to them whatsoever. Meaning, it's not a This Is How You Don't Play video. It's not a restream with commentary making fun of me. It's literally who stole my video 100%, copy-pasted it to your channel, and that's illegal. That is taking away views from my content. That is not allowed on YouTube, and it is within my legal rights to take down those particular videos and those alone. What you guys are going to see today is that this is all I've ever done, and or that he claims that are against the my account are legacy claims that are so old, they're not current anymore. They probably are involved in my previous partnership network, and I am not doing this to you guys in the last few years as you've been accusing me of. This is my channel copyright Q on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. Here's what you're seeing. March 2nd, March 1st, of 2023. What are these? These are videos that were blatant, copy-paste re-uploads, stolen both from DSP Gaming, as well as DSP React, my sister channel that I just created a couple months ago. No context added, no commentary. All it was them literally recording my live stream and re-uploading it illegally. They were trying to take views away from my channel, period. Those have been claimed, those have been removed. Why? Because that was hurting my business. It's that simple, and I have the right to do that. That is not something that I was doing outside of the means of fair use. There was no fair use. It was blatantly stolen. In fact, I think that the channel was called DSP Archives, and it was illegal. Now, why did I strike this channel, and how did I even know about it? Well, apparently it was running for over 2 years, and I had no clue about it. But look, I looked, 1,000,000% correct. This person was stealing views right away from my channel, my brand new channel that I'm trying to start and get a new business going. That is not allowed, and it is within my legal right to take those videos down, which I did. The reason you don't see this is because the channel was terminated. Now, I don't know if I terminated it through these copyright claims, or maybe there was a third party doing false claims in my name, but that's what these are right here, okay? This video here was from another channel doing exactly the same thing back in January 2022. I remember this particular day, someone had reached out to me in a very similar manner and said, we found a channel that is doing this, okay? I did the same thing. I did claims on them. And actually, in this case, with this person, after about a month or two, I said, all right, you know what? I think they learned a lesson, and I retracted the takedown. You see here, it's hilarious stuff. According to YouTube, I claimed my own video. Look at this. I apparently was claiming my own videos in 2015 because it says channel DSP Gaming. How does that even make sense? It doesn't make any sense at all, does it? Did I claim myself? Of course I didn't. So what is this? I have no idea. Now what you're going to see here are some older videos from 2015 or older, and you're going to notice it's all This Is How You Don't Play. I remember specifically what happened at this time period. I was partnered with Machinima, and Machinima had reached out to me. This was a time period when a lot of people were starting to do a lot of negative things towards me on the internet, and we had meetings behind the scenes talking about this stuff, and one of the things that they said that they wanted to do was attempt to claim or take down people who were making This Is How You Don't Play videos. Now keep in mind, this was 8 years ago. This was before we understood that actually This Is How You Don't Play is fair use and a transformative work back then. basically was up for debate and no one really knew. Machinima, being one of the largest partner networks on YouTube, took it upon themselves to try to take down videos. You can see there's a variety of them that are listed here. I don't know who these people are.
I think I
but
still
these
have missions for
channels
mental
had
rights.
these videos apparently stricken down in 2015. You can see they're all in rapid succession as well, as if someone who was working at Machinima sat down and just started working on these back to back. Now the weird part about it is, I want to show you this. These videos aren't gone. Watch this. Oops, that's the wrong one. Here it is. This video exists. Here it is. It's real. So why does it say that it's taken down when it's still up? I don't get it. But you know, my guess is that Machinima did all these, and when Machinima went out of business, and essentially their channel was defunct, any claims that they may have put out were reversed. Here's the next cue. Again, this stuff doesn't seem to make sense. It's the same channel we were just looking at, which these videos exist, so I don't know how that could be possible. This doesn't make sense. Look, TSP's Dark Souls 2 playthrough part 12. But that's the name of my video. Again, is this claiming my own video? It doesn't make sense, nor does it have any data attached to it whatsoever. This is just fluff. There's nothing here. It's a waste of time. It's nothing. And here's the last page. Alright? Again, apparently me making claims against myself. And that's it. That's the entirety. It's the last page, me claiming myself, the 2 videos I told you about for 2022, and the DSP Archives channel from 2023. All of these were straight up copy-paste re-uploads. That is it, folks. There's nothing I can do, guys. I did my best to help you. I can't. Please stop with the harassment. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm receiving constant harassing emails. People saying they're going to false strike me. People saying they're going to contact a lawyer and sue me. It's not me. Here's your proof. These are the only people I have legitimately struck right here in front of you.
And if I actually have
look
this
how small it is. It's all legit. That's it, guys. I've had enough. Please leave me alone. Leave my business alone. I'm done with this. This is the last time you'll hear me address it because I have nothing to do with it.
After the revelation of DSP accidentally showing him striking detractor channels, and in some case, those channels getting terminated, the detractors went on the offense and rallied together, making videos exposing DSP and showing support to those affected. DSP was enraged at this point and decided to make a special video where he would tell the detractors to leave him alone and don't come to him for help, which ironically would bite him in the butt later on.
These detractors of mine have created such a whirlwind of toxicity and hate against me on the internet because the internet thinks I'm a villain. No matter what, all they care about is hating on me. You know, and it's fucked up. It's just fucked up. That's just the truth. It doesn't matter what I say or do. It doesn't matter what extent I go to do the right thing, or even prove in this case to prove my innocence is something that people have been accusing me for years, and I have definitive evidence that what you're saying about me is not true. It's never good enough. They will always move the goalpost. They will always make up the next thing. And I don't have the distinct evidence of this. As of yesterday, the actions that I took on my birthday to try to do the right thing were ignored by the detractors. All right, so it's this simple. Here's what's come out of yesterday. All right, as of today, April 7th, 2023, I, Phil Burnell, making this formal statement to the internet. Do not ask me for anything ever again, because you will get nothing. Nothing from me ever again. Because you are ungrateful and you're not looking for truth, and I have no time for your fucking bullshit. I owe you nothing. If you have an issue, get a lawyer and sue someone. I'm not going to waste my fucking time with you ever again because you are so full of your own shit, and I'm tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of wasting my fucking life and my days that I should be spending with my family and my wife, and I'm wasting them on you. Fuck you. That's about how much time I have for you for the rest of my life. I'm not wasting my time on these people anymore. They're toxic, they're evil, they're vile people. Anyone who would sit on the internet and hate on someone to fucking begin with is a scumbag. There's nothing good to be coming out of you or your life. I hope you realize that. You're all just a waste of time. Waste of my fucking time and my precious life that I have left on this planet. I'm done with you. I'm not going to go out of my way to help you ever again. You had your chance. And I actually spent time yesterday on a day when I should have been with my family, wasted it on you, and it wasn't good enough. Too fucking bad. So sad. Your sob story, go cry to a lawyer and sue YouTube about it. I'm not involved. I don't give 2 fucks anymore. It's your fault. Because I actually did care at one point, and now I don't anymore. I said my piece. I took the time yesterday. No matter what I do is not good enough, so fuck off. You got an issue with me? Go fuck yourself. I'm done with it. I'm serious. Get a lawyer. Go issue lawsuits frivolously all over the internet. See how far it gets you. It's not going to get you anywhere, all right? I'm not the issue here. It's YouTube. Sue YouTube. And see how far you get. But I'm done with it. I'm done wasting my time on scum. Because the truth is these people don't care. Do you got your little noise, your sound clip for today? Good luck. Go for it. And I say, oh, you see, he was the villain all along. Fuck you. I did my best, man. I absolutely did my best. And there's nothing I can do about it anymore. You know? I just can't. I'm done with it. What else could I possibly do, right? What else? I've done everything I can. And at this point...
Fuck.
All right? So we're done. Fuck them.
However, after this, YouTube could start reversing strikes and restoring channels. This was the endgame moment where all the heroes came back and everything was restored. DSP after this started to ignore the detractors and pretend like nothing happened. One thing we had this month was, as of this recording, the last episode of Ask the King, which is his every other month Patreon reward. As of December 2023, he has not done anymore. He has promised it on Patreon and not delivered the reward, which is a violation of Patreon and could get his Patreon shut. It's from Felix the Maid. Do you think streaming and making YouTube videos is worth the hassle in 2023? It all depends on what you're looking to get out of it. There's so many trolls. The thing is not on DSP reactive. So many tremendous amount of idiotic trolls in here that keep reading about. You wonder what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So, okay. So shout outs. We have shout outs here, and we have a few more questions, and I'll probably do open Q&A. Shout out to the patrons. These are the people who still pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. There's not a lot left, I'll be honest. Over here, these dwindle more and more because now my focus is online streaming and all of that. But thank you to those who still consistently support the content on Patreon. We got Slayer,
Pistachio. I love ya.
Planet Chef, Tubar King, Sean Given, Thomas McDonald, 17 Kyle 1, David Denmark, QPCMWN, Richard, and Stormforce Gamer. My name is Clover Show from Fast. And if you don't think to Ask the King has a place in my content anymore, then thank you for sharing that opinion. I hope others would be honest with me. Like I said, this is actually the lowest attended stream I've done in quite some time, and actually the lmost engaged and supported Ask the King stream I've done probably in years. So, maybe it is time to consider hanging it up. It's up to you guys. You guys give me your feedback, all right? couple more quick questions, and then we'll probably do open Q&A for the rest of the show. These are just some random questions I pulled off of Twitter. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really don't get much positive anything off of Twitter anymore. I'll be honest. Usually I just post up my schedule, and I have a few people I follow, and they'll talk to me back and forth. But outside of that, it's a lot of idiotic trolls and stuff. I think Twitter really has gone downhill recently, so I really don't get much off of there anymore. First question is from Bad Moon. You talk about Street Fighter 2 scene back in the early days and how was it? You know, I think I kind of already did. So this guy's name was GTA 3 and LCS memes, but that wasn't his Twitter handle, but that's what his name was, so I just put that down. What is your favorite PS2 era GTA game? Would you ever come back and play them again? Just twice trash. So you looking forward to any upcoming Nintendo titles? What about any new hardware, any wish list for Nintendo Switch or Nintendo console? I mean, obviously we got the new Zelda. I want a new Mario. I don't know where the hell a new Mario Odyssey or anything is. All right, guys, we have extra time. I'm happy to never do this. Open Q&A with the chat right now. You guys have roughly about 20 minutes or so, a little more, to ask me questions. If you tag me in the chat, I'll answer your questions. Here we go. Do I write down questions on a piece of paper? No, I print them out. Okay? I can take them from all different places, put them into a document, and I print them out. I read them all. That's how I get the questions.
It doesn't fit the OSR, right?
Finished overnight and doing YouTube is no longer viable. Would you keep doing it for the sake of entertainment and as a hobby? I did it as a hobby for 2.5 years before it was a way to make a living. I keep telling people this. They don't listen. From 2008 until late 2010, I didn't make $1 on YouTube. No, we're not doing a house story. You know the reasons why, so there's no reason to ask. No, I'm not. I have no mouth and I'm going to speak. Devon says, how many fans do you think stay with you from the beginning? Man, I have no clue. I really wouldn't know. Like, if you look at my channels today, if you look at DSP Gaming, all right, likely I have 10,000 active viewers. I don't block people who have different opinions than me. I block people who are hateful towards me and spread disinformation like you, which is why you just got blocked for lying. Luke did a super chat. He says, have you tried getting the podcast on Spotify? No, because that's not the point. I don't want to have a syndicated podcast on various different platforms. I don't get anything out of that. You understand? I want my show to be popular on YouTube, and I want people to come to my YouTube channel and support my YouTube channel. Putting the level 1 podcast on Spotify doesn't help at all. It helps literally nothing. So when you consider start doing more public polls, where you listen to members' game suggestions,
Dude, that's delightful.
want to see, and games we no longer want to see. If a game loses interest, we can vote it out. That's something you're right. That's something I've never done. I've never voted a game out. I've always let people vote stuff in, but then I usually either just drop it if I'm not interested in it, or if it's lost interest, or I never really have like a public poll to vote something out. I'd be nervous about that. I would be very nervous about that because if people vote stuff out, what's the point of playing a game for 10, 12 hours and then people vote it out? But I wasted 12 hours of my life, man. I don't want to do that. When I'm playing a game, I kind of want to see it to completion, especially if it's something I'm liking. I wouldn't want to just drop it because a few people are voting it out. Harvey says, if I could do this sideshow interview, what would I change? Here's the thing. The interview itself, I don't have issue with. A lot of people still, they're like, oh, they were too harsh on you and Adam was an asshole to you. I disagree. That was exactly how I was expecting that to go. But if they had done the interview and just left it alone,
nice.
Said, all right, we did the interview. Now we'll come back to this in the future. That's what they told me. It was over. They wanted to talk to me maybe a month or
that's nice.
about making part 2. And that was where we were going to leave it. But that's not what they did. That's not. They did the opposite. It was a bait and switch. They did the interview, and then they canceled all their fucking content and just decided to do all kind of just destroy the SP sessions for entire shows. Have I considered giving more mod statuses out for the main channel? What does that mean? What is a mod status? I don't know what that means. No, I haven't considered it because I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Just saying no, if you submit a short for reaction, I can't seem to get that into a playlist that I can watch. I don't know why, but you can't do like an active playlist of YouTube shorts. I've tried and it doesn't work. So no, that's the YouTube videos, not YouTube shorts. So someone, I missed the name, but they asked, am I still considering doing interviews on this channel? You want the honest answer? I guess this is a good time to answer honestly. No one's going to want to be interviewed on this channel. No one was going to want to interview about me, period. Not after what just happened. And keep in mind, guys like Keemstar threatening to dox my viewers and fans and people who've been involved with me, literally for no reason. That's immoral, right? Everyone says, oh, doxing's immoral. He's already threatened to do it. He's going to not only get dox information, but he's going to contact them, harass them. He already has done it. He already contacted people like Derek, and Derek Black. I don't want to fuck you. The fuck's your problem? Like, out of that, I mean, now we have asked the king, although quite frankly, they didn't go very well, so maybe we're leading,
Hi, guys.
the natural end of this show. Again, I would look at your feedback on what you guys think and why the show didn't do so good this time. I'll get low views, everything.
My passion for it.
If you like the show, let me know. Leave it likes. Leave comments.
Passion.
Let me know what you think. If you think the show is outdated and it should end, let me know. Leave comments. I need to know. People said they wanted the show to continue, and so I'm continuing it. And today's probably the first day I saw how dead it was. Maybe it shouldn't continue. But maybe it's just a one-off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it is what it is. Okay.
We'd also start upping his tier makers, thinking that this was easy money like his React content. DSP would have someone else make a tier maker for him, who would then struggle to know anything about them and expect easy money. The first one was one of the worst at this point, a tier maker of consoles, which this will speak for itself.
Hello everyone, Phil here, and welcome to another tier maker ranking challenge here with my live audience. We got a great marathon stream here today, and we're going to continue on with another tier maker. This one they came up with, they said, can you rank the best game consoles of all time? And I said, why not? Let's do it. Now, as you're going to see, there's a ridiculous amount of game consoles here. At the same time, I think there is an error. I think a bunch of these got duplicated for some reason. Doused. Food Fight. I could probably sit here and name you 20, 30 games I played on Atari that were amazing classics. I'm actually disappointed. There was a Atari collection that came out late last year. I really wanted to play it with you guys. I didn't get to it. Maybe I'll get to it eventually. But here's the thing, though. The Atari didn't age well. And the reason is, I feel like Atari did its best. At the time, it had a lot of competition. So let's go to the original PS3. And again, I'm just going to dump it in B. All right? But let's talk PS3. When the PS3 came out, it was unprecedentedly expensive. It was ridiculously over-the-top expensive. $599 US. Well, there, in here, I have all the Sega Italian games, of course. All those Sonic games and things like that, but also it did get some
Be careful because it's just opposite side.
But again, without that first-party amazing support like Nintendo had, it definitely was inferior. Let's see what we've got. Do we have any classic consoles? Is this the Dreamcast? Oh, man. The Dreamcast is near and dear to my heart. I bought my first Dreamcast in Chinatown in New York City. They had imported it from Japan. I know it sounds weird that the Chinese store imported it from Japan, but they did. I paid like $400 for it when it was really only a $200 console. I got it because it was the only way to play faithful ports of Street Fighter style games at home at the time. Okay. Man, we got some going. Nintendo 64. Oh, Jesus. That's a tough call. Essentially, Nintendo 64 is the last great cartridge system. It is. I mean, it was the last great cartridge system ever made. After that, all cartridges were completely abandoned, and everyone moved on to CDs for home consoles. You know, they still used the little memory cards and things for handhelds. In some cases, the game selections were amazing. Games like, Mario 64, holy shit, completely innovated the industry, right? It made all platformers 3D from then on. No one wanted it to be platformer again. Ocarina of Time, even though I didn't like it at the time, now I played it and I grew dramatically respect it. Star Fox 64, oh my god, it took the shitty ass graphics from the SNES and it made it so good to play, so fun. Okay, no, it's not S, I'm sorry, everyone's saying it's S, no it's not, you guys are all wrong, everyone, you're completely incorrect. Okay, we're almost done in that regard, where they think that like they're completely their own thing, they're not. And GameCube was the beginning of that thought process. The controller's stupid, the console looks stupid, a little discs, they're stupid. There's a lot of things stupid about it. They didn't need to do that. It was a really dumb idea. It's a B rank for me.
It's far.
Okay. There's too many Xboxes. That's why they look the same and I'm confused. So I put this one. This is the standard Xbox 360. This is the Elite Xbox 360. They both rank exactly the same because they both had exactly the same issues at launch with the Red Ring. So I'm not going to rank one above the other just because one has a bigger hard drive. Fuck that. That's stupid. PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 2. PlayStation 4, I think, is this. I would say the PlayStation 4 was a solid A. PlayStation 4 is a solid A. It was a great console. It was best in class at the time and never really had many problems. Great controller, great online connectivity, everything great. So PlayStation 4 is solid A for me. NES is either S or A. And the thing is, at the time it was an S, but over time, as the NES got older, and every game had dirt and shit in it, and it was a pain in the ass.
What am I supposed to do here?
It's an S. NES is an S rank for me. It was so good at the time. Demote the GameCube to C, so we can see that the Xbox One is now in B. There you go. I'm demoting the GameCube to C. No, it's a Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System, of course. It's the one that I grew up with in my earlier years, as an early teen. It's the one that all my favorite games were on. The best RPGs, the best fighting games, the best everything was on it. It was the best console of the 16-bit era. And I was still, to this day, I have nostalgic feelings about playing. People say, Phil, what was your best Christmas present? Super Nintendo. I sat there on Christmas Day. I was playing Super Mario World all day long. I ate delicious food. My mother had made the family. Like, it was amazing.
We would then get into his love of food by doing a tier maker of favorite fast food places. The column with the title never had it. Had the most food places in it than any other column. He would give mind-boggling thought and stupidity on his food tier. This food tier would be one of the lowest supported tier maker streams at this point.
Hello everyone, good evening, Phil here. And tonight, we are doing my very first ever official tier maker stream. We kind of experimented a little bit with this idea a couple weeks ago when I had my birthday marathon. But people seemed to like it and said, could you do this as a special event that's broken out, that's in your regular rotation of content? So I offered to everyone I would kind of do a trial run tonight. This is actually the first official one we're doing live on a regular stream here on TSP React.
I need to charge my phone.
Subway, who knows, they probably Subway, they made that food 17 months ago. And it sat in a warehouse, slapped between two pieces of wax paper, right? Libby always did everything fresh, and I was working the mall. Every day I saw them doing all the prep in the morning of the fast food chicken sandwich. I can't even think of another place I would want to eat a chicken sandwich at. If you could say, right now you have your pick of fast food chicken sandwiches, where would you go? Chick-fil-A, number one. Get me there right now, spicy chicken sandwich. All right. Five Guys, burger and fries. All right. Fresh baked burgers, made to order. You say, I want it all, what do they call it? All the way, I think they call it. Which means that it has like everything on it. And the food is pretty good. And I've been to IHOPs where the freaking food is terrible. It takes forever to get it. The service is garbage. Like I've had, again, similar to Denny's. I've had that similar experience. Food is like, you feel bad? Like seriously, like I just don't like this place at all. Maybe they're a good size, but I remember when I was growing up, even the few times that I went there with my parents.
I love Fortnite.
My parents, this was on a whim because usually we didn't get this kind of food. But maybe it'd be like a random night when we just don't have time to cook. My parents are exhausted after working. We're just going to get something. Okay, we're just going to get KFC. And we get it, and we get taking the pieces. I was like, oh my god, like, can't even touch the chicken with my hand. It's dripping down my arm. And you go to eat it, and the skin would be coming off the chicken because it's so saturated in this grease. It's disgusting. And when they were prominent, and they were actually a competitor for like Domino's and stuff like that, I only had them after the reboot. They rebooted in the early 2010s. And they started now advertising as hot and ready, meaning this is a chain you could go in. And you could just say, I want one of your hot and ready pizzas, and they would have it for you. Literally split it in just a couple of minutes, you'd be out the door with your pizza. Okay? Papa John's would actually be our go-to place. We feel, at least out here, and you could disagree depending on where your location is, but if we were going to order from all the standard delivery pizza places, Papa John's has the freshest tasting pizza. Freshest ingredients, they load the ingredients on, it's not like they skimp on the toppings and stuff like that. And it's funny, so we were talking about Papa John, the owner. He doesn't own it anymore, he's gone, he's done. They cut him out of they threw him out of the company. Papa John is out, alright? I'm just talking based on the product, not the actual Papa John owner. In comparison to their competitors like Jersey Mike's, are smaller. So based on the size of the sandwich and the pricing, I have to say, Potbelly is an A tier. But I can't, in good conscience, I can't give it an S. I couldn't give it an S because Jersey Mike's is definitely better and better value. More filling. Potbelly, you go there, it's just not as filling and it's more expensive. So, Sbarro, if that's how you pronounce it, used to be in the local food court of the mall that I worked at. Once again, if you're getting a pizza that's fresh out of that rotating oven that they do, it's super good. Like, it's really, really good. But if you're getting a pizza that sat under a heat lamp all day, it's not that good, okay? And they ruined the business. They ruined it. Now the bread tastes like shit. It's made from fucking yoga mats, or it was at one point until they legally had to outlaw it. The meat is flavorless and disgusting. It's nasty. It's ultimate preservative food. The biggest irony is that for the longest time, their slogan was Subway Eat Fresh, and literally nothing in the fucking store is fresh. It is the biggest ripoff ever. Their food should be half the price they charge for it because they probably paid pennies on the dollar for what they make on it to actually create the food. Earrings are primo good stuff, okay?
Primo.
If you get the sliders, if you get the chicken wings, and you get them fresh at the store, this food is absolutely great. But you must get it fresh made for you at the store. I've tried the homemade stuff, like if you get the frozen ones, I don't like them. Now, Jade was here earlier and said that he likes them. That he makes them and he cuts them up into smaller bites and likes them. I tried, I thought they were like mush and they tasted gross. But the ones that are fresh in the store, also, oh yeah, that's true. You get sacks of burgers there, and it's not super expensive. And it's not very tasty anymore. And the breading doesn't really even stick to the nugget anymore. Okay? The Big Mac, we already talked about the Big Mac. The Big Mac is essentially not good. All right, being honest. The Big Mac is 2 single cheeseburger patties with a ton of bread, lettuce, pickles, and special sauce. It's not even a good burger, and they charge you almost $5. I think they do charge $5 for a single Big Mac. These worse. The only thing I would go to McDonald's to eat is the quarter pounder with cheese, or McChicken sandwich, a single McChicken, or the single burgers. Why? Because the single burgers and the McChicken are craveable snack-sized foods, and the quarter pounder with cheese is fresh beef. Outside of that, I wouldn't eat another damn thing at that restaurant if I could help it. A Potbelly sandwich shop and White Castle.
Over the years.
Then there, S-tier godlike fast food. Chick-fil-A with the absolute best chicken sandwiches.
Or like, oh,
Jersey Mike's, hands down, the best long-form submarine style sandwich shop that you can eat at, in my opinion. Particularly Sun, all right? If you like this project, let me know. If you're watching this on demand, please like the video. Please leave comments and let me know what you think. You can agree or disagree, but let me know about the video. Did you like it? Did you like it enough that you'd like to see me do these again? Would you like to see this as a fun late night stream that I do every once in a while for variety purposes? Let me know. Let your voice be heard, all right?
We'll do
and
one,
again, this is
only
also cool because this is on DSP Reacts. This is not my staple channel. If you guys like this as something in the rotation for this channel, I'd be more than happy to keep doing this for you guys, okay? Again, thank you all. I really, really appreciate you guys being here tonight. If you were here live and you happen to watch it on demand after the fact as well, thank you all so very much. This is Phil signing off for ESP Reacts Tier Maker Rankings of the best fast food franchises in America. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later.
We would also get some new lore here, as DSP would talk about when he got married to Kat, and his parents placed a reveal that his mom offered to pay for his honeymoon, and he then made his mom pay for his taxes instead. He would then go on to talk about how he doesn't understand why he would want to go on a honeymoon, and this shows you how he not only feels about his wife, but how he feels about women in general, as he took advantage of both his mom and his wife at the same time.
When I go to Hawaii, maybe I would one day, I don't know. People can ask me about this shit. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Japan? You want to go to Hawaii? You want to go to Europe? I don't have a means to do anything. So I don't want to sit here and fantasize about traveling the world and doing all these fun trips when I have no realistic chance of doing any of it. You know? The one time in my life I had a chance, when I was getting married, all right? When I was in Connecticut getting married, my mother said to me, I want you to go on a honeymoon, and I'll pay for it. And I said, well, how much? She was going to pay for the flight and the hotel and everything. I was like, that's great, but you understand that if I don't pay my taxes this year, because this was before bankruptcy, so I wasn't paying my taxes or anything. So you realize if I don't pay my taxes, right, that the government will likely put all kinds of problems on me, means of my house and shit, and I might just lose where I live. So does it make sense for me to go on a frivolous trip when I need money to just pay this stuff so I can stay living where I'm living? And my mom got mad at me. She's like, you should go on the trip. I was like, what's the point of one trip if you lose everything else, right? So what ended up happening was, I told you guys about this, she helped me to pay the taxes that year so that I could basically get by, right? And that was the last time realistically that I had any possibility of doing anything like that. You know, realistically today, no, I could not go on a trip. Eventually, I might be able to have enough credit where I can do something like refinancing my house. Good luck doing that now. Number one,
I know the blood
I have no
black. I
credit
didn't know that.
because my bankruptcy no longer grants me credit. And number two, everything this year has been going horribly because of inflation. Because of inflation, they keep rising interest rates. So even if I refinance now, it probably would screw me over. I wouldn't be able to even do anything because the interest rates are so high. So it's just kind of like, there's nothing I can really do right now. I'm just kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? So why am I going to sit here and say, oh, I want to go to Hawaii, I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Japan? What am I, fucking idiot? You want to torture yourself, right? Do you just sit there and stare at people who have more than you? You sit there and watch fucking, trip vlogs of people who are going on fancy trips. What do you want to do? Fucking make yourself cry to sleep every night? Like, no. You enjoy what you have in the moment. You don't sit there and focus on things you don't have and always pine for them and be always ungrateful for what you have. I'm very grateful for what I have. I am. I like what I like my life. Could things be better? Absolutely, they could be better. All right? But I'm not going to sit here and fantasize about things that are going to happen unrealistically and make myself feel shit and depressed, That's stupid. So you stop asking me now. Like, seriously, we keep asking these questions about travel and shit. I'm not traveling anywhere. There's no real point to talking about that kind of stuff. It's not happening. So we'll waste everybody's time, including mine.
For the longest time, DSP talked about how he never used the guide, and how he has a very intelligent brain. He is one of the worst actors I've ever seen, and he can tell right away when he looks something up or uses the guide. People found out from his Discord that he used the guide for Elden Ring, provided to him by his mods. He then straight up admitted that he uses guides, and so in the past even pretended to not use the guide.
Playing the game, how would you even know that, right? And the thing is, 12 years ago, I must have figured it out or looked it up. Why did I look it up? Here's the truth, and 12 years ago was a different time. I wasn't live streaming, I wasn't doing the red capture. If I would get stuck on something like this, I would end the part and I would go look it up, and then I would just come back and do it right. Sometimes I would even pretend like I didn't look it up. But what are you going to do? You're playing offline. You don't know what to do. You don't have anyone helping you. I never played the game before. It's my honest first playthrough of it, right? That's just frustrating as shit.
With Street Fighter 6 on the horizon, Capcom decided to have celebrities promote the game to get new viewers to watch and a new audience. DSP singled out one of the guest hosts for a presentation, in particular, Lil Wayne. DSP, despite having a business degree, couldn't understand why Capcom wanted a celebrity to promote the game and expand the viewership. DSP believed that this should only be for the FGC and competitive gamers.
This is happening 1 week from today, and ladies and gentlemen, it is hosted. Are you ready for this? No, I don't think you're ready. Okay, everyone, if you didn't hear the announcement, you gotta calm down. I gotta prepare you. You have to temper your expectations here. You have to prepare yourself. Okay? So, first of all, before I make this announcement, make sure you're firmly seated in a safe position. Make sure there's no dangerous things around you. Make sure you have a radius to move and flail your arms and enjoy at what I'm about to tell you. Because so much positivity and excitement is about to hit your body all at once. And you need to be ready to be safe. You don't want to have any loved ones near you. Make sure you don't there's a cat near you, put the cat away. Push it away. Dog, no. Rover, go over there and play with your bone. Because I'm about to make an announcement and I don't want to hurt anyone inadvertently with my explosion of satisfaction. Okay, you ready? Alright, I'm going to warn you. This Street Fighter 6 presentation is going to be hosted by none other than, I'll announce it in 3, 2, 1,
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne! Lil Wayne! Street Fighter and Lil Wayne! Wow!
Who's a gamer?
Who the fuck is Lil Wayne? It baffles me. It baffles me that we're in 2023 and these game companies have not figured out yet that we don't need celebrities to present video games. We just were watching the Crow B Cat video making fun of E3 2016. Do you remember when E3 2016 was Battlefield 1 from EA? And they hired all these celebrities like Zac Efron, right? And all these Snoop Dogg coming in to play the fucking game. Did that sell a single copy of the game? No. None of them knew how to play it. None of them knew what the fuck was going on. They were literally standing around doing absolutely fucking nothing, getting paid. These game companies are fucking asinine idiots. Why the fuck would you pay Lil Wayne, a rapper, to present the Street Fighter 6 hour-long presentation? Are you fucking stupid? Here's the answer. You ready? Whoever made this decision, yes, you are fucking stupid. There is not one person on earth who's going to buy this fucking game because Lil Wayne is presenting it. There's not one person who will care that Lil Wayne is presenting it. You are moronic. You wasted your time and money, and you're probably going to waste our time because you think that Lil Wayne is going to be the most informed person on this game, or you're going to have him dancing around probably saying catchphrases and dumb shit. It is the most stupid thing ever. These strategies don't work. We're not morons. Or I'm not going to run out and buy 8 copies of Street Fighter 6 because you got fucking Lil Wayne for this presentation. You're dumb. Good lord. It really irks me if you can't tell that these companies treat us like we're fucking dunces, right? How stupid do you think we are? You could literally have anyone else presenting this. Literally anyone else who present this, it would be better. I mean it too. Like, look. You could have been a guy walking down the sidewalk I've never seen before, eating an ice cream cone that's dribbling. I would rather see an ice cream cone dribble guy present the presentation than Lil Wayne. I would care more. This has absolutely nothing negative to say about this guy and his quality as a musician. I have no idea. I don't know what kind of music he really makes or if it's any good. I'm not judging of that. I'm just saying, stay in your lane and do what you do. No one cares about you presenting Street Fighter. This is the dunce moves, dunce level stuff. It is the equivalent of them. They're hiring people now to do the commentary tracks in the game, right? We got a pro wrestler and we got this and we got that. It's like, no, just focus on the game being good, please. We don't need enough of the periphery shit. You had a hard enough time, Capcom, making your fighting games good.
Another thing that got DSP angry was the invasion of the soccer accounts. After surviving the Snow Carl invasions, we had the Baxter invasions, which DSP went off about soccer accounts and how he knows who it is.
There's been people who've been coming by the streams in the last couple of weeks. If you'll notice, they're all stock accounts. It's a lot of accounts in Baxter, and it's a lot of other accounts that are new accounts that all of a sudden they're out of nowhere, they're showing up. And what they're all doing is they're collectively hanging out and becoming, again, that old kind of good old boys club mentality where they're all buddy with each other and they're protective of each other. And then all of a sudden they start to try to break the rules. They start to be nasty, say nasty things to me, those half disses and shit that they say in chat. And then God forbid that I try to enforce the rules, and then one of them gets moderated. All of them freak out. Why? Why are you doing that? And then they put the candle, vigil for the lost fallen brother. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you were here to enjoy the stream, you wouldn't give a shit about any of this going on and trying to create drama because someone got moderated on the chat. Like last night, Final Fantasy V, legitimately I was having a great time, and they were trying to hijack this chat and make it about them instead of paying attention to the game and letting people enjoy the premiere of Final Fantasy V. And I had enough. So I had actually, at this point, banned like 5 or 6 of them. But of course, then you notice, all of a sudden, what's the drama headline on you know whose content? Oh my god, Darkside Phil banning people. Darkside Phil's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm tired of it. You know, these streams, these Oblivion streams are usually great. We usually have a great time together, great conversation. We're here because we enjoy each other's company. Not because there's people with some kind of a horseshit agenda to try to spin my chat into drama shit that has nothing to do with anything. It's so dumb. And it really upsets me. Because this is my stream, this is my business, this is my hangout spot. I'm trying to make a good place for you guys and for me to get benefit out of it, to hang out. And when you get people who come in here and try to classify that chat and turn it into their own purposes, it's fucked up. It's like, imagine if you had a restaurant, but there's people who regularly come into a restaurant, make noise, make all this fucking hoopla shit, right? They're breaking all the rules, and then you tell them to leave, and then they start freaking out, oh, how dare you? Oh, you're trying to keep us all out, you're trying to treat all your customers like shit. It's like, no, not my customers, you assholes. You guys are in here just to cause problems for everyone. And then you go to their accounts, of course, the account was created in the last 2 weeks, because it's all stock account bullshit. It's literally like probably the same 10 people who've been banned multiple times before, and they come in all buddy, acting like they're newcomers, they're assholes, because they're trying to have a good time. And genuinely, we should all be able to hang out with each other and not have to worry about getting attacked by a bunch of bullies, by being harassed by these fucking people. And certainly, it's my business to operate this business in a certain way so people can have a good time. If I feel like I need to moderate someone, then it's my prerogative to do that, and it's my right to do that. It's my business. And I shouldn't have to be beholden to a ton of, why'd you ban him? Why'd you ban him? Because you broke the fucking rules. Now go fuck yourself. It's not your business to question, right? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Would you have to justify every little action I take, every time I breathe? Should I tell you why I sucked in the amount of oxygen that I did too? How about fuck off, right? Like, it's so ridiculous and unreasonable the way I get treated on the internet, and I'm tired of it. Today, I'm in the middle of the boss fight of Silent Hill 3 that's super stressful. Some guy threatens he's gonna come by to my house tomorrow and come see me. Oh, really? Really? That's interesting. So it's a public threat you're making on my stream in front of everyone here. That's really interesting. Because number one, I live in a private community. If anyone ever came by, you go right to jail. Because I call the cops 911. They're here in 5 minutes, and you're in prison because you trespassed. Okay? Number two, you ever break into my house, you're gonna be very sorry. So fuck these fucking people. Who come here they can just say whatever they want. They're out of their fucking minds to be able to. Oh, I'm on the internet. I'm gonna be with it. Yeah, okay, dude, whatever you fucking say. So anyway, my apologies for going on a little side tirade here.
Every month so far, we've had at least one rage quit in it, and this one was no exception, as DSP would play Star Wars and rage quit it, saying that it has huge lag, and not the fact that enemies were killing him numerous times, with his reaction times being very slow.
Nearly impossible, dude. Why would I want to continue to play this piece of dog shit? Fuck this game. It sucks. It's
There
such
you
a
go.
bad game. It's such a bad game. It runs so badly. I want to play, like, earlier today, the first hour and a half, the intro was slow, and I was disappointed at it. Then we got to this World War Block or whatever, Kobo, and I was having a good time with it. I was like, oh, the first hour and a half,
really forgot
the
that it
frame rate was good, and it was playable, and the exploration was fun. And then tonight, this entire 2-hour stream I just did tonight, the frame rate was bad the entire time, and the game's unplayable. So I don't want to play it anymore. If they patch it and fix it, then I'll play it again. But I'm not going to waste any more time on this. It's a piece of shit. They fucked the game up so bad, I refuse to play it until they fix it. So if you guys let me know when they patch it, great. I'm not wasting my time on it anymore. I'm not wasting any more time on this piece of shit game. It sucks. It runs like crap. It's completely unacceptable that they would sell a game like this. Right? Multiple formats too. It's not just one format. It's not just Xbox. PC apparently has it even worse than me. PC players are saying it's completely unplayable. I'm just not wasting my time on it anymore. Yeah.
I think
It's a complete, unfinished, unpolished piece of shit joke. And Respawn and EA should both be fucking completely embarrassed with themselves at the piece of junk that they put out today. Especially when the previous game was so much better. The previous game was so much better than this. This is complete crap. Alright, I got a $3 tip for CM Fool. I'm about to try to do that on Grandmaster. Yeah, with the lag. I said, not only is there insane amount of drops, there's an insane amount of lag. Like the lag, whenever the frame drop happened, the input lag is delayed. So not only do your frame drops, you can't respond, now your controls don't work either. Like, why the fuck do I want to play that? I could literally play games from 2, 3, 4 years ago that run better than this. I mean, I just played a bunch of games. I'm playing Elden Ring, my second run. I could Wo Long. As much as I didn't like Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, that game worked. The response, it worked. The controls responded, right? Like, this is shit.
DSP would also have unrecorded segments, some for warning new viewers and some for begging for money.
You're welcome, Giant Enemy Crab. Thank you so much for the community. I love it here. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you like the community. So here's the thing. Giant Enemy Crab is relatively new to the community, to my knowledge. Right? Giant Enemy Crab, you've been around for a little bit, but you haven't been here long term. Here's the funny part about this. You enjoy the daily streams, correct, Giant Enemy Crab, and you like the vibe around here. It's chill, it's relaxing, we have a good time, right? Would you be aware, and I'm just going to warn you, with the toxicity and the negativity and all the crap on the internet, you're not aware of any of that kind of negative crap, right? You're just here on the streams enjoying with us, correct? Because I don't think we've had a single negative thing really happen in the last month. It's been pretty smooth, right? It's been a pretty smooth, interesting month of content. Because how funny is it, right? That if you go outside of the realm of these streams and you go on the internet, like on YouTube, and there's so many toxic, messed up people who just constantly do toxic, messed up content on everything, including me and everything else but me as well. You know, me, I'm a focus of a lot of these people. And it's like, so if you just sit here and you watch the content and you hang out with me, it's positive and it's great, right? So I have to ask, where does the toxicity and negativity really come from? Because these people like to say, oh, it's Phil does and everything. It's like, actually, no. We don't do that here. I don't promote toxicity. I don't want negativity on my streams. I just want everyone to chill and relax here and have a good time with this community. But it's all these other people on the outside that have become this toxic, nasty, really bad force on YouTube that have made these things, you know, so bad for everyone. And they do it on purpose because they get overdoing it. You know what I mean? Some of them have made money over the years doing it. The whole nonsense, drama, conspiracy level content is just so stupid. And you know what? Maybe things are not going to get better. And the reason I say that is it seems like we're kind of past that time. Like, I don't really feel that shit anymore, being honest. Like, I'm not feeling that toxic negativity anymore here on the streams. I'm feeling like we may have all gotten past it. And that's a good thing because we were kind of stuck in it for a while. And I think that possibly just doing what I did, as much as we saw it backfired, actually I think it did exactly what it was intended to do.
You know what it will do?
It made all those people who were toxic and negative move on to the toxic negative stuff outside of the streams. And I just be with you guys on the streams because I told you, I'm done addressing any kind of toxicity and negativity on these streams. I'm completely done with it. You know, people try to go in there, no, I shut them right down, get them out. I don't pay attention to that shit anymore. I don't want to hear about any of the shit that people are doing or saying that's any kind of nasty shit. I'm not involved. I'm literally not involved. I'm in this room every day, relaxing with you guys, playing fun games. That's it. I'm not involved in any of the nonsense that they make up. And I refuse to be at this point, you know. I really do feel that perhaps, even though initially there was a lot of stress, that I think that we've gotten to the point where now we're at the place we wanted to get to. You know what I'm saying? I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
Giant Enemy Crab says, so just listen, I consider Giant Enemy Crab an outsider, right? Because he's only been here for about a month. But by the way, you're very welcome, Giant Enemy Crab, but I want you to understand, you're coming from a different perspective than a lot of people. Since I discovered you through your Bullstorm gameplay from years ago, it brought me to your channel here. I'm not seeing anything toxic from you, just trolls coming once or twice a stream. Exactly right. Exactly right. All you gotta do is chill. That's it. Just be a positive person and not be in some kind of a toxic troll, and everything's good here, right? We've had a great time. Yeah, that's what I want. That's the kind of community I want, man. People just relaxing, chilling, enjoying games at face value, having a good time. And thanks for chilling. Anyone, if you support the stream in any way, it'd be great. Support today has been slow. I don't know why. As you can see, we have less than $8 in super chats. We have no memberships whatsoever, and tips froze around the $50 range at the beginning of the game and haven't increased. So any support you could lend today would be appreciated. All right. Stay on a 15-minute break. I'll be back. So guys, 1 more hour left. Again, any support would be greatly appreciated. Support seems to completely die off when I started playing the game. Like, no exaggeration. I started playing, and that was it. All the support came on the pre-stream, pretty much. So anything would be appreciated. As simple as a like, or a super chat, or a membership, or a gift membership, or yes, a tip. All appreciated. All right. I'll admit the intro was slow. I think the intro was meant to introduce you to a lot of gameplay elements, but there's been like zero story development. Pretty much introducing you to a crew of people who are all dead, so who cares, right? So kind of messed up, and now we'll get into the meat of the game. Okay, here we go.
So remember when DSP made a video about how he's not going to help anyone, to leave him alone, when all the strikes started happening? Well, DSP got a short-lived karma moment, as his intro for the Level 1 podcast, which had an Eminem parody with Andy Dick, started getting strikes. He would then have to delete every Level 1 podcast with the intro in it, as he had 2 strikes against his channel. He would then say that it was a troll and a fake music company, and pleaded with the detractors to help him, because if he goes away, the detractors won't be able to make content on him anymore. And implied that DSP and the detractors needed each other. DSP then made a special video where he declared that DSP Gaming was under attack.
Hello everyone, Phil here, and this is not the video. This is not a video that I want to make. This is not a video that I plan on making, or I really hope I never would have to make it. Right now, DSP Gaming is in grave jeopardy of being shut down under completely illegal and false pretenses. It's not fair because I've done absolutely nothing wrong whatsoever, but I'm being treated like I did because YouTube's copyright system is broken. We were all worried this was going to happen because, as you know, my haters, detractors, whatever you want to call them, recently have all been up in arms against me, claiming that they've been receiving tons and tons of false copyright strikes against their accounts in my name. Earlier this month, I made an entire series of stuff. I did a whole thread showing that I talked to YouTube support about it. I then showed it to everyone on my YouTube claims page showing I haven't claimed any of these videos and showing you guys I have nothing to do with it, okay? I didn't do it. I'm not doing this false claims system, and I know that apparently YouTube channels are getting suspended, shut down, whatever it may be because of it. It's not me doing it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do to help people because I'm not involved. Sadly today, I guess that luck ran out. Because as of right now, this just happened during my late night stream. DSP Gaming received multiple copyright strikes, okay? They are not valid whatsoever, all right? They're just not. What they are for music. What they're for is from the introduction to my podcast, The Level 1 Podcast. If you remember, I started calling my podcast The Level 1 Podcast around summertime last year, and within only a couple of weeks of having that podcast running, someone made an introduction for me. And it was me with a green screen kind of dancing around in front of it. It actually featured, I guess, the comedian and former comedian Andy Dick doing a video talking. And it basically played over what sounded like an instrumental and a spin-off of that Eminem song, My Name Is, you know? And My Name is Slim Darksea, right, is what it said as the lyric in there, with Andy Dick doing the lyrics or whatever. It's funny, people like it, and I'm using this intro ever since the summer of last year on my daily Level 1 podcast. Now, I must assure you, I looked into it when I got this intro. This intro does not use the Eminem song. But now, my trolls are angry, because whoever this is doing the false strikes in my name are shutting down their content. And now they feel like, I guess they have to lash out against me, even though, again, shutting me down and my content doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't make your content come back. All it does is make me not be able to make content on DSP Gaming, and it means that essentially now there's no content to be had anywhere. You can't make fun of me because I can't make content. It doesn't make sense. So what you're doing makes no logical sense. So here's what happened. I received 2 claims claiming, again, that this song, the Eminem song, My Name Is being used in those videos when it is not. Nothing happens over the course of the next day. I hope when I come back on Thursday, the channel is still here, and we can do business as usual, all right? In fact, I'm not even going to do a daily wrap today. What's the point? This is going to be my video for the end of the day because there's really nothing else to talk about. This is more important than anything. So I'll let you know. Please, again, on Twitter if I have to, right? Or on the other channels if I have to. Hopefully YouTube didn't lie to me, and the other channels will still be around. To share information with you guys. If not, then we got to do other means. Probably Thursday, completely different. We're going to do Street Fighter 6 demo. Maybe we're not. Maybe I just twist to a stream and we see what happens, right? Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing further happens. But yeah, this channel is very much at risk and it might disappear in the next 24 to 48 hours before I even have a chance to come back. Hopefully not. I hope I can still be here for you guys this coming Thursday to make content like usual. We'll hope for the best. Okay, guys? All right, thank you all for watching. And I'm going to have a day off tomorrow like I was supposed to. And I hope to see you all on Thursday. Sound good? Thank you all. Be safe. Hopefully see you soon. And if not, you'll know where to go. Twitter, Twitch. In the meantime, until we figure something else out. Alright, guys, thank you.
The strikes would eventually be reversed on DSP Gaming, and DSP would go back to his usual toxic self and yelling at people while demanding money. So that is the month of April 2023.
My troll are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece. They're like the whole fucking thing on my stream. The detractor me. I can't get through. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing sports. The detractors are making me over. Just another knot in this looting world order.
What is going on, guys? We are back with another DSP video, and today we're doing the month in review for May 2023. This has been a wild ride so far. I'm glad you guys are liking the new content on the channel. So let's do a quick recap of the year up to this point so far. DSP has had an identity crisis, worried about his legacy, and that he is seen as a joke on the internet. His peers and audience don't care about him and laugh at him. He decided to become more like everyone else, thinking it would make him look more professional and would bring him back to prominence again. He got a ring light, changing color lights, a new camera, and started doing React content. He had a decline in viewership and support on streams. The big new releases that used to bring in views and support have all but dried up, which leads to more intense unrecorded banging. We had Keemstar and DSP going back and forth, with Keem trying to get the Loud Cow podcast off the ground with DSP attached. The interview that was supposed to clear his name and debunk all the trolls happened. DSP appeared on the Side Scrollers podcast, and in one of the most prolific moments of the year, DSP was exposed for his lies, and now more eyes were on him for his WWE Champions addiction, among other things. After that, DSP or one of DSP's followers started doing damage control and tried to get rid of the detractor channels by striking them. But it would only be temporary, as the channels will come back stronger than ever and united. DSP, trying to prove that he never struck anyone, showed his strike list, which then proved he got raw DSP terminated and struck super crazy, and this is how you don't play creators. Now we get to May 2023, which was a weird month for many different reasons. One of the major storylines this month was Keemstar and DSP's feud blowing up and getting out of control. Key would go into DSP's chat to talk to Phil, but would get banned. Key would then tweet that DSP was now kicked off the podcast, which irritated DSP and made several videos.
You have to talk about one topic. I'm going to put it to bed for good. All right? Thankfully, I think this is going to be the end of it. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of it because, at this point, I don't think anything else is happening or anything. All right, last year, Keemstar wanted to do a show called All Cow Cast, which was going to be a podcast with me, Boogie, and Wings. He was going to offer us each $50,000 as a signing bonus to do the show. However, I never even entered any conversation with the man about it because he was unable to contact me at the times that I told him to contact me. He was also not willing to discuss it via DM or email. So it literally never happened. In reality, I'm not interested in working with Keemstar. I don't like the guy. I don't like his work, the work he's put out. I don't like his morality. I don't like anything about him. I don't want to enter a business relationship with him, period. I had some discussions behind the scenes with guys like Boogie and Wings about maybe doing our own thing. Say, hey, what's stopping us from doing the show with each other? Like Boogie and Wings, me and Boogie had a couple of conversations where it was like, well, he wanted to interview me. I said, I'm willing to do an interview with you, and maybe I can interview you back. We can share content or whatever. Like that was some of the discussions that we had. Okay, but it never really amounted to anything. One of the things I worked on, as you know, this year's DSP Reacts. I was thinking that'd be good content for the channel. They have an interview with him. Now, in the meantime, he continues to show up on my streams. He continues to tweet about me. I want nothing to do with this guy. I'm just ignoring him at this point. I'm done with him. I have no more interaction with him. I'm done. All right. In the meantime, all that's happening, okay, I get contacted behind the scenes by a third party saying that they're representing Boogie and Wings and that they're interested in doing this podcast with me. All right, and it would be just three of us working on it. And essentially, it would be like a three-way split where we all do a show and work together and yada, yada, yada. But no details are worked out because in the meantime, Boogie and Wings are doing this fight, this boxing match for Keemstar's event. And they're getting a payday to do it. I think they're getting like $10,000 each or something like that to do it. And essentially, we can't talk details about the show until they get back from their fight. All right, I confirmed to Boogie and Wings, yes, this was legit. They said, yes, this person is legit. This is someone who we're already working with and we want to do this all together. Well, we'll talk when they get back from their fight. Okay? Now, the other discussion was that I told him outright, I'm not doing anything with any involvement with Keemstar. So if he's involved, I'm out. And also, we can't use the name of the Wildcast because if we do, that would actually be grounds for Keemstar to be angry and upset and maybe try to do something. Because that was his idea. Technically, he's the one who came up with the idea that it was going to be a Wild Cow podcast with people involved in all of that. And you can't just run it and steal his name and all that. That's messed up. Not even just business-wise and legally, but even just, for me, I wouldn't be ethically okay with doing that. You're going to do your own thing, you got to do your own thing, right? I guess Boogie did an interview with Side Scrollers. I don't know anything about it. I'm not following Boogie nor am I caring about Side Scrollers at this point. And in the interview, he apparently said a couple things. Number one, he's salty that I cost him $50,000, him and Wings. I did not cost him and Wings $50,000. The idea was made up by Keemstar, but literally never spoke with me about it or checked with me to see if I was even willing to do it or interested in doing it because I decided I didn't want to work with the guy. I didn't cost them money. Keemstar cost them money. I couldn't know that idea that needed my involvement, and when I decided not to do it, he canceled the idea. I mean, I already said, why don't you just do the show with them? Why do I need to be involved? If I don't want to be involved, do the show with them. Pay them the money you said you were going to pay them, right? Boogie goes on this interview, he's mad that I cost him $50K, and then he says, well, yeah, so we were talking with Darkside Phil or whatever about doing a show. So he lets wind of it. He's the one who talks about it publicly, not me. You didn't notice I haven't said a word about this. It's been going on for a few weeks. I haven't mentioned it. Why didn't I mention it? Because nothing's happened. There's been no concrete discussions, no contract signed, no even detailed discussed. It's just, we're going to talk about it after the fight, right? So last night, I'm streaming Oblivion, and people keep bringing up, Boogie said. I said, all right, enough of this. Let me just address what Boogie said. And I literally just said to you what I just said right now. I said last night on my Oblivion stream. All right, way less people on the Oblivion stream. There's 200 people there as opposed to the 450 that are here today, okay? And I'm like, that's what happened. So all of a sudden people are like, Team just tweeted about you. He says he's kicking you off the Lolcow cast, and now they're looking for a third host to join Boogie and Wings. You're kicking me off the show that I'm not on.
Part of.
That's an interesting concept. I've actually never heard that one before. That you can actually get fired when you don't work for someone. Then again, it's happened before. If you remember, I was fired from Twitter when Elon Musk bought it, and I never worked for them, but nevertheless, I was publicly fired. Coming to my stream to tell me that you're fired from the Lolcow cast. I'm not on the Lolcow cast. I never wanted to be. Like, what are you talking about, right? If you want to talk about delusion and being egotistical, someone who actually thinks that because they wanted me on their show, that I was on it, even though we never even had the discussion about being on it, and I never wanted to be on it, that I was on it, and now they can fire me. You're insane. Like, you're literally insane. Anyone will tell you you're nuts. That's fucking crazy. I was never part of your team. I was never employed by you. You can't kick me off of anything I'm not in. In fact, I'll be honest with you guys. If these guys are going to make $50K and they desperately need money, and it means working with Keem and they're okay with working with Keem, then more power to them. In fact, that's what I've already said. Did I not literally just say, why can't they do the show with Keem and not me and still make the money? I didn't understand that. Like, why would I, the linchpin, the crux of the show that has to be part of it, just do the show without me and still give them the money if they need it? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? I'd rather have that. I'd rather have the show go on without me than have a show that never happened, and now these guys work hard enough for money, and they didn't get it, and now they're feeling bad about it, and they're angry at me for it. Like, what the hell, man? Like, why am I somehow, again, you understand? Number one, I wasn't involved in the podcast at all. I wasn't involved in the Keemstar podcast. I never was. But I get pulled into the drama, even though I have nothing to do with it. I'm not involved in a podcast with Wings and Boogie. I never was. It's early discussions, nothing to determine, no contract, nothing. Yet somehow Boogie was on someone else's show, talked about it, and now I'm pulled into the drama again. Do you see how stupid this shit is? Do you understand why I don't want to be involved with people? Do you get it? Like, this is why. Every fucking time that this happens, they pull me into their fucking nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I hate it. I don't want to be involved with these people. If possible, I would like to make my own content for my own audience, continue to grow and evolve. Just assume that the things that I've heard are real. And what I heard is that basically, after me talking about this on my show last night, Keem had a change of heart and decides he wants to still do the Lolcat, but now he doesn't know what to do because he needs a third host. He doesn't feel that's strong enough with just Wings and Boogie. So he started posting up and he's asking people on the internet, who do they want to see to be the third host of the show? Okay? Good for them. Good. Let them do a show without me. That's called the Lolcow cast because I'm not a fucking Lolcow. Just because idiotic, mouth-drooling idiots on the internet termed that and made up a bunch of bullshit conspiracies and nonsense about me doesn't mean it's true. I don't care about what the fuck they're saying. I'm not going to be a part of your fucking toxic nonsense. I make meaningful content for a group. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Really, I'm not going to be a part of your toxic shit.
This would not be the end of the feud as it would escalate. DSP revealed that he was talking to Wings and Boogie to do a podcast without Keem. Wings and Boogie started getting mad at DSP because he cost each of them $50,000. Keem then claimed that he was going to interview a family member of DSP, which made him angry and made a video about how he might have to get a restraining order against Keemstar.
Last year, Keemstar's been trying to contact me. He's been publicly tweeting about me, threatening me and saying I absolutely must contact him or else. I did have a little bit of back and forth conversation with him in DMs on Twitter. He made a series of little cutesy mini videos about me, discussing me from time to time. Oh, very flattering videos, by the way. And after having some discussions with him in DMs, I said, hey, let's talk further via email. He refused. He wanted to actually talk to me on the phone. I found that kind of forward. I was like, whoa, well. All right, well, the thing is, I had to give him my number because I'd been knocked years ago. So if I didn't give him my number, he was going to have it anyway. I thought I made it abundantly clear, but I guess I didn't. So now I have to make this video specifically to say publicly, directly to Keemstar as well as the rest of the internet, I will not go out with you, Keemstar. All right, I'm sorry. I know you're interested. I know you've been trying now for about a year, and you've been really like real try hard mode. I get it. You know, I've been there when I was younger. I had a crush on someone, and I was kind of like trying to totally get her attention constantly. It didn't work out for me. By the way, just so you know, I am married. All right, and so I'm just not interested in you, man. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry I ate your chocolates. I should have probably just rejected them. I couldn't help it. They were so delicious. But anyway, what it is this guy seems to have in his head that he is so important, he is so powerful and rich or whatever it may be, that no one can ever say no to him. That there's got to be a miscommunication, or there's got, you can't say no. For some reason, if he makes an offer, someone has to accept it no matter what. That's not reality, but that's the reality that apparently he lives in. So he's been stalking me, literally for a year. He won't leave my name out of his mouth. He keeps constantly bringing me up, insulting me, and he wants me on the show. He threatens me to be on it. Threats aren't going to get me on your show. I'm already not interested, and now you threaten me on top of it, it's not going to work, all right? He went back to Boogie and Migs and basically said, well, now I'm going to offer them their money again, their 50 grand, only now I'm going to find a third host because Phil doesn't want to do it. So he makes a tweet about this Friday night on his Twitter. DSP has been kicked off the Lolcow cast, and we're going to find a third member. Who should it be? Everyone give me your opinions. And I read, I'm not on the podcast. I never was. I never talked to him about it. I never agreed to do it. How can you kick me off of a podcast I'm not on? Again, it's delusion. It's actual egotistical delusion, like a stalker who won't leave you alone and is creating this weird narrative in their head when they get rejected, okay? Morning and say, listen, here's the deal. I wish Boogie and Wings the best, but I'm done with this drama. I want nothing to do with it. I'm just completely done with it. I just want to move on with my life and not be involved in any of this stuff. I'm done with it. The answer is, if it has any involvement with Keemstar, I don't want involvement. I'm moving on. So, good for them. If they want to do business with Keemstar and they make a lot of money and they find a third host and they make $1 million each, great for them. I don't care. Just leave me out of it. Completely leave me alone. I'm done. Okay? That's where I left it Saturday morning. I think that's it. That's the end of it, right? I said my piece. We're done. I get up this morning. Everyone's telling me, oh, you know, Keemstar tweeted about you again. I'm like, what? Like, have I not made it abundantly, straightforwardly clear? Again, it's like the mindset of a stalker that won't take no for an answer. He keeps talking about me. So now he made a tweet overnight saying ESP now has 48 hours to publicly apologize to the Lolcow cast.
Oh shit.
And then he can be on the show again. And I'm
I
like,
could have done a double mental.
what are you talking about? Are you deaf or stupid or both? Okay? Wow. You know, I really feel at this point, and I wish I were joking. I'm starting to get scared.
Good.
I'm starting to think I should contact someone about getting a restraining order against this guy. Like, he won't take no for an answer. I've said it 1,000,000 times. I want no involvement with Keemstar whatsoever. All right, none. I want nothing to do with this man. I want him to leave me alone and stop mentioning him, stop considering me for a show or any project. I want no business relationship whatsoever with Keemstar ever to do with you at all. I don't understand why this guy keeps bringing me up. I don't get it. I'm at a loss. Again, the only thing that I can think of
Isn't that cool because
is I'm the only person in his entire life who actually told him no. That I don't want to do anything with him. He can't handle that. He can't handle the fact that someone would say no, especially someone like me who knows I could use money, it would help me, but I have morals. And some people say, oh, you can't swallow your pride. There's a difference between swallowing your pride and actually having an ethical code that tells you don't do business with this person who does things you don't stand for. I don't like the way that he operates. I think he's hurt people. I even hear more stories. I keep hearing more stories about how he just started a new show called The Keemstar Show, and apparently within a couple of months of the show running, one of the hosts wanted to quit, and he gave him a hard time, and now he's slandering that person. It's like, wow, here's a case in point. Something he just did, a business relationship that fell apart, and now this guy's being destroyed by Keemstar because he has a business relationship with him. This is literal, not logical thinking. This is like crazy person thoughts in their head. Oh, he really wants to be on the show. No, he really wants to be on the show. He's gonna give him another cake. He'll do that. No, I don't. Leave me alone. I mean it too. Like, if this continues, I might have to start looking into like, what can I do to protect myself for someone who won't leave me alone? I'm tired of it. At this point, it's become like a mass campaign against me. You keep bringing me up in a negative way. I'm done with it, man. I don't bring up Keem unless someone brings him up talking about me first. I don't care about this guy. We couldn't be further apart in mindset and what we do with content on the internet. So why do I have to keep being in his mouth? Why do I have to keep bringing it up? I don't want to anymore. I'm done.
Every time there's someone going after Phil and creating drama, his viewers always wail out on him to soothe his ego and distract everyone else from noticing the drama. We then saw the emergence of Jinx, which we all knew right away that it was OIC. Jinx decided he wanted to revive the best streak and bring back some of that positivity. Now this is a bad idea for multiple reasons, with one of them making Phil get more entitled and raising the bar of how much his audience now has to spend on him. Remember that the original Vest streak, he was only looking for $200 a day, and now on $300 a day. Soon every stream was the Jinx stream, with 95% of support will be from Jinx. DSP tried to convince people that Jinx wasn't the only one supported and went on a crazy rant.
Pretty crazy. So listen to this. As I said last night, this week we have an unprecedented amount of support. We had 6 straight streams where we hit my support goals, if you can believe it. So this morning, I'm on the podcast and people are coming in and supporting, and it's not Jinx who's the person who has come to speak and basically done a ton of support, allowing us to hit the goals every stream. It's not them. It's other people. Before Jinx ever even showed up to my first stream today, we had already hit all the 6 goals. And I was like, wow, that is amazing. There's a rally for some reason. I don't know what happened. There's something in the water, something in the air. Rallying support this week is outstanding. And we hit all the goals on the first stream, and on the late stream, we had some support, a little on the slower side, and then Jinx came in and did a big tip, and then we hit those goals too. So it's pretty crazy. The level of support that I've gotten this week, again, I don't know what is going on there. Of course, now I was hear all these crazy theories. I had some crazy conspiracy theories emailing. Oh, don't you know that Jinx is a secret detractor who's teaming up with Secret Limited to try to ruin your channel and this and that? And it's like, oh, don't you know it's only iced coffee, and he's just the same guy coming back from 4 years ago supporting you again. It's nuts. And the thing is, here's the thing. As you haven't noticed, I'm not using a Vest counter, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to use a Vest streak counter or anything. It's not like 3 years ago, all right? If we continue to get this level of support every stream, I'm ecstatic. It's amazing. It's helping right now. It really is. I'm grateful and appreciative that everyone's going to come out and supporting all the various ways they are. If it ends tomorrow, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I don't want my streams to be focused only on this. I talked about this, this morning, how the Vest streak 3 years ago kind of didn't work out because after a few months of it happening, people were all about that and trying to do real content. And it was more about, gee, we'll get the Vest streak tonight rather than, gee, what's the game he's playing? Is it any fun? Or, I don't want the streams to be about that. I feel like the quality of the content degrades when we just focus on that. So that's why I'm not going to be doing this counter or anything. But hey, if it continues to do this, and, people are going to be talking about it, as long as it's happening, it's now 8 straight freaking streams where I hit my support goals. That's insanely cool. So thank you to anyone who's been on those streams and supported, anyone who's done behind the scenes, who's been overnight tips and stuff. Yeah, if you tip overnight, I always count that kid towards the next stream the next day. So if you happen to be watching this and I want to support Phil's content, I'll send them over that kid. That will count for tomorrow's first stream. Okay. So thank you anyone who supported. Really, I'm grateful. 2 more streaming days this week. Can we actually go get a whole week through?
Just like every other mega whale, he got special treatment, and it was told his audience that if you talk with Jinx, you will be banned.
3 years ago, we were doing a special retrospective marathon as an event here on DSP Gaming. We were going down memory lane. In fact, this might have been my last retrospective event. I don't even remember. We were going down memory lane. We were watching old videos. We were having a good time. And we just so happened to be watching a random channel update vlog that I had done maybe 10 years prior. Okay. And the vlog, I happened to be wearing a vest, a beige vest. And everyone's like, "Do you have that? Do you have like a puffy jacket style vest? Like, do you still have that? Because we've never seen you wear that in any kind of recent time frame." And I was like, well, what it is I moved out to Washington. When I moved out here, all the weather out here is different. I don't really wear that kind of clothing anymore. If I go out, I'll wear I have a leather jacket. I wear my leather jacket out or whatever if it's colder in the winter or fall. But outside of that, I wouldn't really be wearing that kind of puffy vest anymore. I was more Connecticut style clothing for where I came from. I said, I don't know if I have it, honestly. Let me go look. So I go and I go downstairs. All right, I go to my closet downstairs, and lo and behold, I come out of the closet, and there it is. And it looks brand new. It's unworn, right? And people are like, "Holy crap, you still have it? That's the one from over a decade ago. You have it?" I was like, "Yeah, look, it's brand new. Didn't even, didn't fall apart. It's really good quality, right?" And people are like, "Well, why don't you wear it?" I said, "Well, I'm not gonna wear it indoors. That's stupid. I don't need to wear a jacket indoors." So what we came up with the idea was that since I'm now an interactive live streamer, right? If I raise a certain amount of funds, support in this particular stream, I'll put on a vest. And so we started this practice. If I raise $100 on any particular stream, I'll put on a vest. Somehow, and I don't know how, this idea took off. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit an unprecedented vest streak. How many was it? I don't even know how many it was, but it lasted 3 months. It was I want to say it was March or April, and it lasted through July. I'm completely wrong probably with the timing, but people are saying 270, 250. It was something like 250, 260, 270 straight streams. I had 2 streams a day, right? So you're talking, it was a 3 to 4 month streak where every single stream I was raising $100 this was superb, tremendous, right? It helped a lot because at that point I was going through a bankruptcy, all right? I had no money. All my money was going to bills and lawyers and all kinds of shit. And basically, if that hadn't happened, I would have been way hard up, and it was really helpful at that time in my life to have that support. And so it was called the Vest Street. We actually had a thing at the bottom of the street that said Vest Street. And every stream, when we hit the Vest goal, another number added to the street, right? But I'll be honest with everyone, because you guys know me. It kind of got annoying. And here's why it got annoying. Of course, not because I was being supported. That was amazing. The level of support I was receiving was outstanding, tremendous, over the top, positive, okay? But basically what happened was people started coming to the streams, and let's be honest, it was trolls. It was people who pretended like they were fans, but they were here to derail my content. And they would come to the streams, and they'd be like, "Oh, is Phil gonna hit the vest goal? Oh, the goal. Is he hitting the goal? What vest is he gonna wear? Will there be a vest today?" And basically the whole chat would end up being, vest. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Right? Absolutely positively bullshit. And I don't want my whole stream to be about that. I don't want everyone on the stream to be talking constantly about income, to be talking about support levels, alright? If someone's gonna mention it, it should be me. I'm the one running the business. I'm the one running it. So I feel the need to do a plug. Say, "Hey guys, want to support the stream? Please do this." That's on me. That's not on the viewer. But what happened was we had people, we had dozens of people coming in today with stock accounts and everything. And the vest. And it got annoying. My viewers who were here for gameplay were like, "Dude, this is too annoying now. This vest streak is kind of like a double-edged sword." I mean, yeah, it's a blessing because you're getting all the support, but the content the quality's dropping because it's just annoying to hear these idiots talking about it constantly. We don't want to hear that. So eventually the vest streak ended. And after that, things tapered off. I still get great support, all right? Well, it's not a regular thing that we're hitting goals. Now, by the way, since then, we've even instituted different changes. I left Twitch. I lost a lot of income when I left Twitch. I came over here to YouTube. And we actually adjusted the goals. Now we have 3 tiers of goals: a $50 goal, a $100 goal, and a $150 goal. It's donor glasses at 50, a hat of your choice at 100, and a vest of your choice at 150. Okay? So things are different now, years later. But very rarely are we hitting these goals. And quite frankly, I'm not harping on it. Overall, in a day, I do really well for a streamer of my size. I mean, ridiculous. I have some of the most supportive viewers on this planet, and I know that. I'm incredibly grateful for it, okay? So I'm not going to sit here and harp on it every day, But for the most part, things are good.
Dude.
But then this week, all of a sudden, we started hitting the goals every stream. I'll be honest. It's a combination of regulars coming and doing their regular sport, combined with someone named Jinx, who just started showing up and contributing, not only with tips, but also giving memberships to the channel. And I'll be honest, I don't know who Jinx is. Jinx says that there's someone who's a long-time supporter. They said, "I've been watching since way back in the day. I appreciate all the content you put out, and now I can support your channel." Okay? And listen, I really appreciate that. However, I know someone like this, they're not going to last forever. They're not going to be here on every stream. They're not going to support every stream. But literally, 6 streams in a row, we have hit the goals. All the goals. The donor glasses, the hat, and the vest. So that's tremendous. And that has not happened. I don't think we've had a 6 stream streak like that. We haven't had that since, I can't even remember. The vest, I don't think it was the vest streak. I think we have had 6 days in a row. But it's very rare. Even during the biggest releases, Resident Evil 4 earlier this year, last year, even Elden Ring, I don't think we were hitting 6 straight days. We were hitting all the goals like that. So this is unprecedented, except for the vest streak 3 years ago. Do you see? So that's why people are saying, "Oh, it's the vest streak. The vest streak is back." Here's the thing. I don't want to make my content about that ever again. I learned from my mistake 3 years ago how it became all about talking about the vest streak and the support and the vest streak. I don't want it to be like that anymore, alright? That's why I'm not going to put vest streak down here on the leaderboard, and we're going to start counting. We're not going to do that. You guys want to count it. I'm not going to stop you. But I'm not going to sit here and make every single stream about the vest, the vest, the vest. If we hit the vest goal, the vest. We're not doing that, okay? So I'm just going to forewarn everyone. If people sit around and start doing this and start making it all about that, and essentially derail the streams and make it that we can't concentrate on the gameplay and have good talk anymore instead of, you're not going to be here. You're going to be gone. Just like everyone else causing drama, just like everyone else who derails my streams, it's not allowed. Because that's what it is. And that's exactly what's called derailing. That's what it was 3 years ago. People coming to the streams, they didn't care what game I was playing, they didn't care what we were talking about. They literally came in here talking about money to make it look like that's all I care about. And that's not the case. I'm putting out meaningful content for my audience first, and if I get to get support or make a living doing it, that goes hand in hand with putting out good content people like. But that's kind of the icing on the cake. Primary, focus, the number one thing I'm focused on is having a good time with you and making good content for you. All right, so it's been amazing this week so far. 6 straight streams of hitting all of our goals. Both, by the way, tips goals and membership goals. So we've exceeded member goals every day too. That's why we're 100 members more than we were just 3 days ago. You see? So this has been outstanding. Can we keep it up? I have no idea.
Guys, I'll do another 10 minutes. After that, I have to go. I fucked up.
Sport comes and goes. Things get good. Things get slow. It's all good. It all evens out again.
Oh,
It's
shit.
all good time. As long as we're having a good time together, that's all that matters, man. So I'm not gonna make it all about that. Understand that. And I don't want to see people sitting in the chat constantly talking about Jinx because he's been a supporter for 3 days and talking shit. And where is he? What's going on? Fuck off. It's none of your business. Why are you stalking Jinx? Right? Fuck you.
In a hilarious moment, Jinx started a DSP versus the internet was saying that he hated React content and wouldn't support the content. DSP thought this was a troll and banned him on site. Then Jinx hit him to tell him that he was banned and freaking out.
Okay, so Jinx did it. But I don't know if the account that I banned was an impersonator.
Sorry.
Or if it was someone else. I have no idea. I don't think Jinx is in the chat, right? Because Jinx is here and tipped me. I don't know if this is the real, if the Jinx that I banned was a real Jinx or a fake Jinx. I have no clue. At this point, it's been so long, I scrolled off the screen ages ago. So, I don't think I'm even gonna be able to find it. Because it was like 20 minutes ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't find it here now. But like I said, Jinx, if you email me and you send me the link to your YouTube channel, Jinx, if you email me the link to your YouTube channel, I can unban you. Obviously, I'm going to the next part now, so I'll have to do it for, like, do between parts or whatever. Anyway,
Well,
so Jinx,
I'm busy
yes,
guy.
if you email me, I'll take a look, send me the link, the URL to your channel, and I'll
I'm
see if I
busy
accidentally
guy.
ban you. Because obviously I didn't mean to. Like, I don't know if it was you or an imposter who would come in here and say something pretty toxic, honestly. They're like, oh, React content is horrible. And I would never support anyone who does React content or something like that. So obviously I'm not going to freaking allow that in the chat, someone being completely destroying the show I'm doing, right? I'm not going to allow that. But, so Jinx, give me $68.
using your
He says, I think I may be banned. I don't know if someone was impersonating me or not, but I apologize and also fast hype. Okay, so I have no idea if it was him or not. But you have to understand, if that was you, and you came on the channel and you're like, oh, I hate all React content, and I don't support any of it. Like, that's fine, but why would you come to the React channel and literally say that in the chat of the React show that I'm doing live? People are obviously going to cause problems, I didn't even know if that was really that event. I didn't even know that was you. Thank you so much, Jinx. Again, biggest contribution of the day. This is keeping the best streak
Fuck
alive
you.
at this point. 5 straight streams.
At this point, DSP was rolling in extra money, and people started suggesting a new PC, and DSP being DSP talked about how the money is going for bills and other stuff. He then said that he doesn't have to tell you what he does with his money.
Let's talk. First of all, it is official. The support streak of 20 straight streams ended last night. I'm not surprised with the insane amount of support that came out during the Fight and Feast Marathon on Sunday. It was definitely going to be ending at some point soon. And what's funny about that is, yesterday, on the main gameplay stream, which was Star Wars, it continued, and it had nothing to do with Jinx. Jinx was the person who had started this streak, was coming in with giant tips almost every stream. And I would say maybe out of the 20 straight streams we did, probably about 17 of those streams were championed by him, while there's probably 3 or 4 streams that were everyone else, and he wasn't really involved. But definitely during the Fight and Feast, oh my freaking god, he massively supported that stream in such a huge way. He was giving memberships, he was doing ginormous tips, he had me to drink shots of tequila and everything. And of course, that was kind of like a Hail Mary, and he got tapped out, and he said yesterday, yeah, I'm not going to be contributing anymore at this point, I'm tapped out. And we still hit the goal on the first stream, which was absolutely amazing, alright? But then finally last night, as we were playing Oblivion, it finally cooled down. Still had a great stream, we still had good attendance, good engagement, decent support. We had good super chats and memberships. But the tips finally calmed down. And we didn't hit any of the goals of the tips last night, which is perfectly fine. And finally the streak came to an end. So now the thing is, thank you. Because here's the thing. There's people who always want to be up in my personal business. And immediately when the streak started, oh my god, where's all that money going and what's this going? First of all, it's no one's business. Absolutely no one's business whatsoever where any money goes that I make on this stream. Alright? I could be spending it for great things. I could be spending it for frivolous things. I could be donating it to charity, or I could be funding it to a drug ring out in Brazil. It's none of anyone's business. It doesn't matter. And you have the right to ask what anyone does with any money that they make on the stream. It's none of your fucking business. So even by asking that, you're breaking the rules of the stream. And if I see people talking about that kind of crap in my chat, you will receive a permanent ban. Just so you know. It's none of your business whatsoever. Now, some people have already started to say things like, well, we'll buy a new PC and we'll fill this and we'll fill that. Alright. I'll give you a little bit of transparency as much as I can without essentially getting too personal, alright? The good news is, I now have a little bit of surplus, because this has been, a week and a half essentially of over-the-top support. By the way, on my normal streams, I would still get good support, but this is just above and beyond that, okay? So I have a little bit of surplus. Already, I can tell you, I put some of that towards monthly bills where I paid forward a little bit more on some bills, to kind of clear me and get me a little bit in a better position, alright? So that's number one. That already some of it has gone to very important things. I do have a little bit of a surplus that I'm purposefully saving. That way, if something happens, let's say, for example, oh my god, there's, my car breaks down, or a piece of equipment breaks, or something goes wrong, and I need some money to do something, I have it. That is the pitfall of having basically little to no credit, is, having a bankruptcy many years ago, that, I don't have the same abilities as everybody else. I don't have just money to charge or spend on a whim, but I'll have a little bit of extra, which is nice. It's nice to have that flexibility. This will also take a little bit of pressure
Guys, we'll stop, okay?
of the next several months when I'm going to start buying lots of new games and
I'm
everything.
tired
It will be
of
really a
fucking
concern
up,
that I have to
so
invest that money back to the business, and I
thank you
have
for
that
watching. I love you
flexibility.
guys.
But the truth is, I don't need to be telling you this. I really don't. It's literally none of anyone's business what any content creator or streamer does with the money that they've raised. It's just that people on the internet are scumbags to me. They've made so many things up about me and said so many nonsensical things about me that are complete bullshit, or based, again, on a nugget of truth that they turn into an insane conspiracy with no factual substantiation, that people will literally question every little thing I do. Like, for example, if today I was going to play Zelda and I picked up my controller and you notice it's a white controller, people would be like, wait a minute, what's that? He didn't have that controller before. He had a black Pro controller. Why is he playing with a white controller? Where did he get it from? How much was it? Where was the money spent? You see what I mean? It's insane. These people are fucking nuts. That's not normal behavior. That's obsessive behavior in a very toxic way. And this is what I deal with every day of my life. So please understand that's why I don't reveal more about my personal life. That's why I don't do house tours. That's why I don't do all this shit. These people are actually crazy and have latched themselves onto me in a very negative way in order to propagate that crazy conspiracy and toxicity.
The news streak would go on for 20 straight streams, but the last time he hit the goal was on his Street Fighter marathon. Now I know that you're asking, why did it end so fast? Well, DSP decided to do shots for money, even though he says he's a former alcoholic. DSP got tipsy and boxed Jinx live on stream.
There's something special that I do for marathons, and I am going to be doing it today. If I receive a $100 tip at any point during the course of today, it has to be $100 or more. I'm going to be taking a shot. Now, there are various different liquors that I've drank. Today we're doing something different that I've not had yet on stream. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a handle. That's correct. A handle of tequila. You're going to see Drunken Rita today, depending on how much support actually comes in during the course of the stream. All right? I'm not drinking the whole thing. You're out of your mind, okay? I basically just walked behind you for a long time. My reasons. Okay? Here we go. We've got tequila here today. I got my shot glass. We're ready to go. However, you have to understand something. I have to pace myself. All right? And here's what I mean by that. I'm not going to be taking non-stop shots. Right now, with 5 people, $100 each, I'm not going to say,
Panther Black.
Tout comprend. Bon, je fais une pause. Lou Écolo, bonsoir. Merci beaucoup pour le tapotage. Lou Écolo, Team Lenny. Merci. T'as vu les wins? On les a fait depuis hier, Thomas. Avec moi, jus de pan.
That's a lot of work to do.
C'est vrai. Faut pas blairer. Faut pas blairer, mon vrai. Ah, ça c'est vrai. Faut pas blairer. Faut pas blairer, mon vrai. Je sais pas, environ, moi je dis, l'extérieur plus qu'avec le... Parce que mettons 200 tatous, 500 d'épicerie, blablabla, blablabla, et là ça va acheter une clope de chérie. Et moi je dis...
100 pour 80 000, ça fait tellement de sens à...
Moi je dis entre 3 000 et 4 000. Entre 3 et 4 000.
tu partages le live, man?
Devant lui présentement. Je pourrais dire, esti de vidange, esti de ci, esti de ça, qu'est-ce que vous sortez tout à tous les jours. Dans sa tête, il n'y a personne qui va lui toucher, c'est juste un keyboard warrior intern. Ben c'est ça. Là, à partir de là, moi physiquement, je suis là. Tout le monde a tout parlé. Si tu viens à Sainte-Thérèse, je vais t'accompagner. Ça pourrait être une bonne idée. Écoute, viens, mets-moi ça en privé, l'homme MC. Ça pourrait être une idée. J'ai pas le goût de refaire tous les secteurs de Montréal au complet. C'est une intervention, ouais. C'est exactement l'intervention, ça tombe bien parce que je suis issu de des domaines comme ça. Fait que au lieu de me juger puis de m'envoyer des pierres, moi j'étais un petit peu plus solide que ça. À Longueuil, il y a bien des itinéraires, des camps. Ouais, à Longueuil, Rive-Sud, ça c'est clair. Il y a la rue Notre-Dame qui a énormément de gens. Je sais qu'il y a le 2.0 qui est à Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu. Qui fait une crise de bel job pareil. Je sais pas son passé, mais en tout cas, le gars il donne des repas tous les jours. Puis j'en vois pas énormément. À partir de là, présentement, on est dans le
My apologies.
je me suis déplacé pour aller chercher M. Max Boy, qui est juste ici d'ailleurs, si vous voulez vous comprendre. Fait qu'à partir de là, c'est très facile à comprendre. Si vous venez à Longueuil, dérange pas d'être la personne, va toucher à personne. Écoute, moi, ça m'énerve pas vraiment les menaces de toucher. Quand vous allez comprendre qui je suis, il n'y a pas grand monde qui va nous toucher. Puis à partir de là, nous, on est pour le positif, pas le négatif. Fait que le gars qui a fait toutes les marques qu'il voudra, que ce soit une vidange, que ce soit ci, que ce soit ça, à partir de là, moi, il veut pas venir distribuer la nourriture, il se sent pas bien là-dedans, physiquement. Mais dans le sens, j'ai contribué. C'est ça, mais il a fait sa contribution. Fait que là, je vais vous montrer qu'est-ce que c'est en tant que tel. Est-ce que vous voulez voir? Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui peut me répondre là-dedans? Devant lui présentement. Je pourrais dire, esti de vidange, esti de ci, esti de ça, qu'est-ce que vous sortez tout à tous les jours. Dans sa tête, il n'y a personne qui va lui toucher, c'est juste un keyboard warrior intern. Ben c'est ça. Là, à partir de là... Ça sera pas long, je vais démuter la personne qui m'écrit en privé. C'est quoi ton compte, la personne en privé? Parce que... T'es pas démuté. Merci, Abs. Les pizzas étaient passées date. Bon, ça y est, à cette heure, les pizzas étaient passées date. Il a fait un live. Il l'a fait en live tantôt, le vrai Skullface. Ça a été fait en live. Ok, mon sang collé, Skull, le monde ont-tu mangé ou ils ont pas mangé? Chris, man, vous cherchez des bébés partout, man. Reste ça dans les dents, toute la gang, man. Vous me tapez ses nerfs, man. Asti, vous êtes ras, man. J'ai jamais vu du monde ras de même, man. Asti, vous êtes fatigant.
Ça marche.
Ça sera pas long, je vais démuter la personne qui m'écrit en privé. Off.
J'ai...
Les pizzas étaient passées date. De quoi tu parles?
I'm gonna have another tip. Oh my god, seriously? Wow.
Wow.
So Ryan, James, excuse me. James, tipping $100 again. James is saying James has been tipping so much all day long. Yeah, guys, again, people really want to see Ryan. Who's up? I've been doing this all day. I read another email. I have a bunch of emails. I told you guys I'm doing different stuff too. Yeah, I see half of this. Anyway, so $100 from James. Okay. That's
Sam Rick that G.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
Good, ain't it?
This is the best thing you've ever made. Bro, where's your recipe?
Cooking with Kyle. What?
You dance for it right now.
Looking. Je suis tout seul. Go to your search.
Pourquoi dans tous les...
Deux sont capables avec la reconnaissance faciale, les deux sont capables avec la reconnaissance faciale, les yeux, le regard. Tu marches d'une foule, si tout le monde se ressemble, mais ils te retracent. On n'est pas loin de ça au Québec, là. Quand tu vas marcher dans une foule, là, ils vont te reconnaître, ils vont venir t'arrêter, tu vas être comme pourquoi vous m'arrêtez? Ah, t'es recherché, non. Ils sont avec, là. Alors, ben, je vais essayer de trouver un... Non, j'en fais pas de battle avec du monde que vous me nommez, là. Ah ouais, je peux aller avec, il y a quand même beaucoup de monde. Non, ouais, je peux aller avec, moi je la connais pas, là.
Salut!
Allô, là?
Attends, allô là, attends un petit peu, je veux juste faire quelque chose. Attends, excuse-moi. Parce que j'ai commandé à manger, puis mes chiens, ils sont comme un peu fous. Donne-moi 2 secondes, je suis désolée. Attends, je suis désolée.
En fait, t'as autant de monde, mais t'as pas beaucoup d'abonnés.
Mais parce que je suis trop cool, là. C'est pour ça. Mais je veux juste te dire, je te trouvais vraiment cute. C'est pour ça que le monde s'en allé me chercher. Mais j'aime vraiment ta musique. Puis ça me gêne un peu d'être en live avec toi, je vais pas te mentir.
Mais c'est tellement gifté, gros trou de cul, puis tu m'as envoyé chier.
Hey, tu m'as jamais dit.
Ah non,
Va vraiment falloir.
What's something toxic you like? Obsessive bitches. Don't leave me alone.
Ce sera pas long, je vais démuter la personne qui m'écrit en privé. C'est quoi ton compte off? Les pizzas étaient passées date. De quoi tu parles? C'est sûr, Dante, ma carte dans Wallet puis ma carte sur mon... C'est 2 cartes différentes, c'est pas les mêmes numéros. C'est normal. La pizza était passée date du 20 septembre. Je l'ai acheté chez Métro, la crise de pizza. Les pizzas étaient passées date de... Ouais.
pizza était passée date. Je comprends pas que c'était passé date. C'est la dernière fois que j'essaie de faire un beau geste pour que c'est fini. C'est fini. Fini. C'est n'importe quoi, Amanda, pour vraiment. N'importe quoi. C'est pas moi qui l'a distribué, Médusa. Le 1600, il est où? Yo, vous êtes mongol, man. J'ai jamais vu ça. Jamais vu du monde aussi acharné de même, man. On a payé pour que tu le fasses, pas pour Pasteur. OK, vous avez payé pour que la nourriture soit donnée aux personnes itinérantes. La nourriture, elle a été donnée aux personnes itinérantes. Merci, PA. Bye. Je comprends pas, la pizza était passée date. Je comprends pas que c'était passé date. C'est la dernière fois que j'essaie de faire un beau geste pour que c'est fini. C'est fini. Fini. C'est n'importe quoi, Amanda, pour vraiment. N'importe quoi. C'est pas moi qui l'a distribué, Médusa. C'est eux
Je comprends pas pourquoi tu dis ça, Queen.
qui font de la merde, gang.
Que j'ai pitonné.
OK. Les tapotages, OK. Merci, OK. Hey, là, je commençais à capoter, j'étais là, Chris, tabarnak, mais non, OK, c'est juste que ça a tombé de ma mère, what the fuck?
Parce que si je le payais pas, il venait pas. Il voulait que je le paye, je l'ai payé.
Non, mais dans ces alentours-là, guys. Dans ces alentours-là. Parce que c'est ça. Ouais, c'est pas mon estime, mais Chris tabarnak. Hey! Allô, là? Il y a 3 jours, il demandait de l'argent pour ses dents, calice. À moins qu'il y avait de l'argent. Non, il n'y avait pas d'argent parce qu'il a fait un virement puis on l'a vu tout à l'heure.
Ouais, je pensais que c'était mon chat Bacon, mais c'est ma chatte, ton chat.
@mimiwa0.
Il a demandé de l'argent à quelqu'un pour jouer aux machines, gros. Il a gagné, man, comme un esti de malade, puis là, il est en train de tout flouber. Non, il n'y a pas de millions, gars. Il n'y a pas de millions, il n'y a pas de millions.
On va faire ce que je veux avec mon chat, là. Si occupe toute ta vie, je vais m'occuper.
Ouais, non, il y en a encore.
C'est bon, toi?
Ben oui, tu peux faire un virement direct. Ça rentre tout de suite, ça prend 5 minutes.
Non, ils font pas de bébé, il est opéré, mon Bacon.
Ouais, drette ça. Puis là, man, si mets de l'argent dans les tatous.
Il aurait fallu que je dise ce que tu voulais entendre. Ah, ben oui.
Mais je suis content. Pour vrai, je suis content. Je suis content pour lui. Qu'il ait enfin gagné une fois dans sa liste de vie, man. Il doit avoir mis 80 000 en un an, man, des machines. Un an et demi, genre. Il a mis 80 000 de machines, calice. Hostie de tabarnak.
Son attitude.
Il était temps qu'il gagne, calice. Mais là, qu'il gère son argent avant de toute la perdre, là. Puis qu'il en mette pas dedans, calice.
Fait que c'est ça. Ça faisait le tour. Au bout du bâton, c'est eux.
Mais je comprends pas pourquoi tu dis ça, Queen.
Qui font de la merde, gang.
Que j'ai pitonné.
OK, les tapotages, OK. Merci, OK. Hey, là, je commençais à capoter, je te le Chris. Tabarnak, mais non, OK, c'est juste que ça a tombé de ma mère, what the fuck?
Parce que si je le payais pas, il venait pas. Il voulait que je le paye, je l'ai payé.
Non, mais dans ces alentours-là, guys. Je sais pas, environ, moi je dis,
avec l'extérieur plus qu'avec le...
Parce que mettons 200 tatous, 500 d'épicerie, blablabla, et là ça va acheter.
Trop c'est trop.
Ah, ça c'est vrai. Faut pas pleurer. Faut pas pleurer, mon frère.
Trop c'est trop.
On y croche en partant. C'est pas un secret, ça. Ils vont tous avoir des petites tranches de salade dans leur sandwich.
Il m'a appelé hier soir pour me demander sa glacière. Je suis allé lui porter ce matin. Il était 9h du matin. Puis je veux pas aucune association. J'ai reçu... Je suis quand même connu en ville. J'ai déjà eu une longue vie. Puis c'est pour ça que je suis allé dans la bienfaisance. J'ai voulu aider le monde. Puis je vais continuer. Puis j'ai reçu beaucoup d'informations hier. Je ne suis pas associé d'une façon ou que ce soit avec Max Boy. Je ne le serai jamais d'ailleurs. En fait, j'ai l'obligation de m'en éloigner car c'est moi qui a... OK. Puis là, il y a des... Oh, wow. Puis il y a des choses légales là-dedans, ouais. Écoute, j'ai de l'empathie pour toi, Capri. J'aime pas entendre ça, mais c'est ça. Salut, Max. Comment ça va? Écoute, quand les services sociaux sont là-dedans, c'est des tristesses puis c'est des blessures. Ça va. Il m'a appelé hier soir pour me demander sa glacière. Je suis allé lui porter ce matin. Il était 9h du matin. Puis je veux pas aucune association. J'ai reçu... Je suis quand même connu en ville. J'ai déjà eu une longue vie. Puis c'est pour ça que je suis allé dans la bienfaisance. J'ai voulu aider le monde. Puis je vais continuer. Puis j'ai reçu beaucoup d'informations hier. Je ne suis pas associé d'une façon ou que ce soit avec Max Boy. Je ne le serai jamais d'ailleurs. En fait, j'ai l'obligation de m'en éloigner car c'est moi qui a... OK. Puis là, il y a des... Oh, wow. Puis il y a des choses légales là-dedans, ouais. Écoute, j'ai de l'empathie pour toi, Capri. J'aime pas entendre ça, mais c'est ça. Salut, Max. Comment ça va?
Écoute, quand les services sociaux sont là-dedans, c'est des tristesses puis c'est des blessures. Ça va. Il m'a appelé hier soir pour me demander sa glacière. Je suis allé lui porter ce matin. Il était 9h du matin. Puis je veux pas aucune association. J'ai reçu... je suis quand même connu en ville. J'ai déjà eu une longue vie. Puis c'est pour ça que je suis allé dans la bienfaisance. J'ai voulu aider le monde. Puis je vais continuer. Puis j'ai reçu beaucoup d'informations hier. Je ne suis pas associé d'une façon ou que ce soit avec Max Boy. Je ne le serai jamais d'ailleurs. En fait, j'ai l'obligation de m'en éloigner car c'est moi qui a... OK. Puis là, il y a des... Oh, wow. Puis il y a des choses légales là-dedans, ouais. Écoute, j'ai de l'empathie pour toi, Capri. J'aime pas entendre ça, mais c'est ça. Salut, Max. Comment ça va? Écoute, quand les services sociaux sont là-dedans, c'est des tristesses puis c'est des blessures. Ça va. Il m'a appelé hier soir pour me demander sa glacière. Je suis allé lui porter ce matin. Il était 9h du matin. Puis je veux pas aucune association. J'ai reçu... Je suis quand même connu en ville. J'ai déjà eu une longue vie. Puis c'est pour ça que je suis allé dans la bienfaisance. J'ai voulu aider le monde. Puis je vais continuer. Puis j'ai reçu beaucoup d'informations hier. Je ne suis pas associé d'une façon ou que ce soit avec Max Boy. Je ne le serai jamais d'ailleurs. En fait, j'ai l'obligation de m'en éloigner car c'est moi qui a... OK. Puis là, il y a des... Oh, wow. Puis il y a des choses légales là-dedans, ouais. Écoute, j'ai de l'empathie pour toi, Capri. J'aime pas entendre ça, mais c'est ça. Salut, Max. Comment...